On the wrap-up show, I just heard this clip. They played you and Gary, I guess, fought for like an hour.
Oh, my God. I heard there was more fighting. Yeah.
Two battling bruisers. And,
there wasn't even a commercial.
You're kidding.
I don't think so. Not for like 50 minutes.
They went at it pretty good. It was very compelling. About whether Artie's like Artie is a liar, but Artie's point was, well, who doesn't lie, especially if you're on the radio? You've got, and I thought about it. Artie is right because
Artie's right about what?
Okay. Gary was upset. Here's the argument in a nutshell. Gary's upset because Artie lies about his drug use and therefore lies when he says, I can't come in today, I got a stomachache, but it turns out he's battling heroin or something like that. So he's saying, how do I know you're not lying all the time? And Artie's saying, look, I don't lie all the time. If I didn't have a job on the radio, I wouldn't have to lie to you at all. The fact of the matter is that when you're on the radio, and I know I've been in this position, you got kids, you got, Artie's got a mother and a sister, and you're trying to convince them you're going to shrink and all this, and they think that you are going to a shrink, and that seems to give them some comfort. So then he gets on the radio and he goes, well, I can't tell everyone I'm not going to the shrink because then my mom's going to find out about it and it's going to wreck fucking my life.
It's sort of like the Bill Clinton lie about not having sex with Monica Lewinsky. You can't tell everybody because Hillary will hear.
Right. So, but Gary said, look, Artie, it's my prerogative to feel shitty that you lie to me. He goes, but Artie goes, but you lie to everyone too. Everyone lies on the air. It's like there are times you just have to. And so, they went round and round. But anyway, in the midst of this whole, hostility thing that these guys were going
This was a hostile argument.
And Artie's a dirty fighter. Sometimes he called, a couple of times you have no brains and you're a monkey.
Artie's very street.
Yeah.
That's one thing about Artie.
Artie gets really down in the dirt.
If you get into a fight with Artie, he's going to pull out all the stops. And
he's
going
to bite you.
I thought about this.
Gary was more of a gentleman about
right.
it.
Artie's the kind of, well, I see why his relationships fail.
Yeah.
Do you, Robin? You point that out to me?
Well, everyone can see that.
Yeah, because Artie immediately tears everybody apart, and then he wants to fix it by saying, I'm sorry, but people can't forget what's said.
I say things that you can't take back.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You do say some bad things.
I've said some things to Dana that I can't take back.
But anyway, Artie was saying that he knew right away that I had a nose job. Very obvious.
Wow.
And that everyone, like, in other words, how I goof on Gary about his caps because we all knew.
That wasn't me trying to say it's not as serious as what I'm lying about. But for years, people would ask and you would say no on the radio because you had your reasons for lying about it.
He was waiting to get us to reveal ridiculous things so he could say, I have a nose job.
I agree that everyone on the, you see, look.
And 99.9% of the stuff I've lied about is drug-related, and it's all been on the air. It's like, how can you say any different?
I tried to explain it to Gary afterwards. I said, Gary, the fact is that when you're on the air, and I've made the best attempt I can at being one of the most honest broadcasters in the country, but there have been times, in order to protect some people in my family and things, I haven't, I've been less than honest. Because you're on the air, it's a touchy situation, and you do have kids, and you do have situations where
other people have not agreed to be so revealing.
Yeah,
definitely.
So when someone asks you a question and involves someone else, you're like, how do I be honest here? And so you can't be 100% honest on the air unless you're insane.
And in terms of disrespecting the show, I love the show so much, which is why eventually I come clean because I think that would be fascinating to people. Like, I didn't have to sit here and say I bought piss. I didn't have to say I did shit my pants doing coke in a big costume.
So where do you and Gary stand?
I do that because I think it'd be compelling for the show.
Where do you and Gary stand?
Well, I called Gary Friday.
Oh, did you?
Because I did. I felt bad, and
it got heated.
It did, and we had a good conversation. And look, I apologized to him, and I even said there's no need for you to apologize to me.
Do
we
you
had a
think
nice
that's
talk.
the end of it?
I hope it is, Robin. I don't know. I'm in a bad way lately. I had an issue happen personally that was kind of shitty, and
when, this weekend?
Last week, and I don't know. Lately, getting out of bed, the depression has been like fucking. Like I've had what I call 2 great depressions in my life. Where
are you in one of them now?
It feels like I'm going into one where I might have to get some medication again because I just can't get out of bed. It's like a wet fucking blanket. It's just bad depression. Like all the symptoms I used to have.
Really?
So yeah,
you don't seem so depressed right now.
Well, he's working now.
I could. I've worked through the other ones too, but I don't know. I just really felt.
You ever been diagnosed like as bipolar or whatever they call it?
Bipolar is a word that's been used, yeah. But
so why don't you go on meds? And then if
I could tell that
for a while, and he got better.
Yeah, they're leaving you out.
I took Paxil for a while, and I'll tell you, I got straight on that, and then I stopped taking it, and I was fine for years. I mean, it's like, it's that great Onion joke, depression hits losers the worst.
That was a big headline back several years ago.
I mean, that's just the best joke ever. And it's true, when stuff, look, my career's going great, but there's other things in my life that isn't, and I'm depressed about it. I mean, it's like, if I was, Jim Dandy with everything, I think I'd be depressed.
Yeah, maybe you just suffer from depression.
Shit happens, and you get depressed about it, you know.
Well, hey, sorry to hear you're going through that.
But I'm all right. I'm here.
Yeah, you look good to me.
I think me and Gary, agreed to a truce. I think I call Will too. I call John Hine because John Hine got hit with some residual shit.
Really? He hit everybody.
He only got splashed though.
No, I just said I fucked on the wrap-up show, and I don't think John likes that.
Yeah, you said you don't like the wrap-up show. You said it's
clearly
a bad broadcast.
Clearly, I love it. I'm always listening to it.
Would it be fair to say your professional life is annoying and your personal life is a two?
It's all annoying.
Annoying. Everything's annoying.
It's right. Annoying. I forgot about that. Yeah, my personal life is a 1, I think.
Let's see. Yeah, well, there's a ton of email about this.
I'm sure.
Some attacking Artie, some attacking Gary, some attacking me for not sticking up for Gary, calling me a pussy because you let Artie walk all over Gary.
Oh.
Listen, these two guys had an argument. I told you where I stood on it. Gary has a problem with Artie. I don't. And even Artie said on the wrap-up show, if Howard has a problem, he'll come to me. But I don't. Artie said Howard thinks it's funny when I fall asleep.
Gary and Artie, how did the falling asleep come into it?
Everything got dragged.
Oh, wow.
I mean, Gary said to me...
This guy says, Howard, you pussy, you let Artie walk all over Gary while you sat there like a pussy. Tell it like it is. Don't you agree Artie is a liar? I agree that we all lie.
Why don't... But when two staff members argue, Howard always lets it go. I mean, it's funny.
If I interrupted that, I would have gotten such shit email like, why can't you let anybody argue?
Right.
Yeah,
why do you have to make it about you?
You're always going to get shit.
Doing it right.
What did you say that, I mean, listen, Artie and I definitely have issues with each other, but Artie's the one who brought it up the other day. In other words, I wasn't looking to pick a fight with Artie.
Right.
He was mad at something I said.
Well, no, you were on the wrap-up show and you had said that Artie is a liar and that it really bothers you and you don't trust Artie about anything anymore. So Artie confronted you about it. He said he was sick of it and he didn't like what you were saying about him on the wrap-up show. And that's what started it, and I listened. But when I listen, people get mad at me, and sometimes when I jump in, people get mad at me. I can't win.
Right. No, you did the right thing the other day. I didn't expect you. That's the way the show runs.
I mean, I know you get upset when Artie misses some work. I don't.
Right,
and quite frankly, I feel that it's within the parameters that I can accept. Now, I assure you that when things are unacceptable to me, Artie will know it.
Right.
But
that's what I'm saying.
That was a point I didn't get to make to Artie the other day. Is that we're both right in the sense that you don't care and it bothers me, and that can be just because it bothers me doesn't mean I can do anything about it. It's just the way I feel.
Right. You feel that he should be a little more professional.
Right, but you accept it, and I get that. We both came to the agreement.
He is being professional in that when he can't work, he doesn't go.
Right.
Well, and again, I'm not staying at home to put on a little hat and have my friends over to have a party.
He really can't work those days.
Those days I can't work are horrifying to me. I sit there scared, like everyone's going to call. Well, Jerry, I'm like, oh my God, and I'm sitting there shivering.
So Gary, is everything okay with you and Artie now?
Yeah, I think so. He called me probably like an hour after the wrap-up show, and he apologized, and I apologized, and listen, there's some pretty crappy things said on both sides that I think it'll be hard for both of us to forget. But I think we sort of got it together.
Now, has your opinion changed of Artie? Like you said, you can't really trust him anymore.
No, I don't. Listen, I still think that I have to question some of the things he said, but he was right. I mean, he hit me with my exact words. I said everything Artie says is a lie, which is not what I meant. But what I did mean to say is that almost a lot of what he says I have to question, and that I stand behind.
Dude, so is You're right, man?
What now? What?
No, I just want to make sure. Is everything cool with you and Gary?
Oh, yeah. Me and Gary are tight, man.
You guys are tight?
Tight, yeah.
Can you believe everything you say now?
No, I wouldn't believe anything I do.
So maybe you guys aren't tight.
No, I think, unfortunately, Gary and I our friendship boat has sailed away. It's left the dock.
So that was just a bullshit call?
Now the only person I have left to alienate on the crew is Brian Phelan and Scott DePace, actually. They're my only 2 friends right now.
You could never.
And they say I could never. I'll think of a way. I said this earlier on when I had this job. I will leave here. I will get everyone to hate me. This is what I do. I'm very good at this. And then they don't call me again, which is my goal. Although I've made Ted hate me years ago, and he still calls me. I don't know. So I don't know. I got to do something really bad to everyone here to get them to stop fucking calling. Including you, whoever you are behind the camera. Who's that, Danny? Chris?
Chris.
It's Chris. Thanks, guys.
Don't go back. Leave it dirty.
Now, enjoy this new episode.
Yo, it's your boy Charlie Murphy. I'm down here to hang out with my man Howard Stern. We're gonna go, talk about my upcoming show this Saturday at the Nokia Theater. If you're in town, you better come check it. Get your laugh on. It's me. I got my Road Dog Freeze Love. We've been putting it down all over the country, all outside the country, and now we back here in New York where it all goes down. Don't miss it. Well, we also gonna talk about some movies I got coming out. I got Bar Stars coming out June 30th on DVD, and I also have coming out in theaters in the fall, The Hustle. So we got a lot to kick it about. Probably gonna talk about some of my old gangster exploits. We won't go too far with that. We're gonna do,
all right, man. Have fun,
gangster.
Someone tell me Charlie used to be on that Dave Chappelle show.
Yeah.
He hasn't spoken to Dave Chappelle since that show went off the air.
Really? I don't think anybody has.
I think Chappelle had a complete meltdown.
Yeah.
He just said, fuck everything.
Hey now, Charlie.
Hello.
What do you say? Charlie, good seeing you.
We can have 5.
How you doing?
You gotta get
Give me more than 5, brother. What's the matter with you? Roosevelt. Good man.
Yeah.
The Roosevelt hand.
Roosevelt forever.
Forever.
Let's hope it's not forever.
Yeah, stay out of there.
Yeah, let's stay out of there forever. You never go back to Roosevelt, do you?
No,
Roosevelt,
I don't go back to Roosevelt no more.
Roosevelt is where Charlie's from and I'm from.
Yeah.
I
don't go out there,
And
my kids are all grown, and there's no reason to go there.
Yeah.
I don't. The people that are there now, I don't really know them.
Hell no. I don't want to know those people out there. Dr. J is from there. Who else?
Dr. J don't go to Roosevelt.
No. In fact, he lies.
He won't even admit that he was from there.
He says he's from Freeport.
He says he's from Freeport.
Yeah, he thinks that's cool. Who else?
He has his own basketball court in Roosevelt, too, dedicated to Dr. J at Roosevelt Park.
Flavor Flav is from there.
He don't go to Roosevelt.
No. Although they caught him a couple of years ago running around Roosevelt, Flavor Flav.
But now he's too big. He's too big now.
Now he's got stuff going on.
Yeah.
I was just saying how you still haven't spoken to Dave Chappelle since the end of that show.
Well, actually, I have spoke to Dave a few times, but in the last, I would say, 3.5 years, I don't think anyone.
What? My speculation is Dave had a complete nervous breakdown.
Well, I don't speculate on it. Whatever it was,
What? Come on. What do you mean you don't speculate? That was a major thing for your career to be on the Dave Chappelle show.
It was very major, but, whatever's going on with him must be obviously it's something that he doesn't want to discuss with the public. So he
doesn't even want to discuss it with you.
Yeah.
You're not the public.
You're not the public.
But I have access. Maybe he looks at it like, what if I tell him and then, all of a sudden his career ain't going good. He needs something to spark it off. Now he's on TV spouting off about my problem, whatever it may be, So
right.
So
nobody knows what it is.
there's no trust between you and Dave?
I'm saying that whatever's going on must be bigger than,
What do you think's going on? Give me a guess. What do you think's going on?
I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. But
guy's on top of the world. He has a hit show, making money.
Yeah.
Everybody wants him.
The guy's a performer. This is what you work your whole life for if you're a performer.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I have no explanation for, where he's at right now. It's strange to me.
Maybe it's something really weird.
Anyone else, but
maybe he wants to become. Maybe he wants to become a woman or something like really weird.
Like he's got a real secret.
Like in 5 years, there's gonna be a new female comic that's real funny.
Yeah, Davina.
No, we're not going that far.
Wouldn't that be weird?
And then there'll be a big scandal. Guess who Davina is?
Wonder what he does all day, Chappelle.
Well, he does a lot of stand-up.
What he does?
Yeah, I think he does a lot of stand-up. From what I hear.
That's the point I'm trying to make, man. I don't see him out there. I don't think he's doing a lot of stand-up.
Me neither.
I always hear stories about how he's
doing
that
7 hours on stage.
That was almost a year ago that happened.
Yeah.
These are stories, my friend.
Hey, listen,
you don't see him.
He's
you
become
just hear.
legend. Now they make up stories.
Well,
I think he's going to be like the Boris Spassky.
You think he gets up?
He just vanishes. He'll come back in 10 years.
You think
masterful performance and vanish again?
Do you every 10 years he does a masterful performance and vanishes?
Believable.
Do you think? He gets offered a lot of movies and stuff? He must, right? Because people are still interested in the dude.
Yeah, man. Who wouldn't want to work with Dave Chappelle?
I don't know, but
anybody would. Yeah.
But he's turning down everything.
Yeah.
It's weird to me. I mean, when you're a struggling comic for years and years, you're not making a lot of money. I mean, let's face it.
And you're working hard.
You're working hard. And then you get this huge success.
But, he was rich before, a lot of people don't realize, he was rich before the success of
He was?
Chappelle Show.
Yeah,
From what?
forget. I mean, he was Tom Hanks' best friend in You've Got Mail. He was in Con Air.
You don't get a lot of money for that.
But I'm saying he was a comic selling out clubs all over the country and doing major.
Maybe he was the
movies.
king of your retreat.
From what I understand, he was rich from doing stand-up from before the show.
Really?
Yeah.
When you say rich, what are we talking? You're not talking about like your brother Eddie Murphy's money.
No. That's mega.
That's crazy money.
That's different. Yeah. But the first day I ever sat in the Jackie chair, first day ever.
Yeah.
So it's May of 2001. Chappelle was in on the news, and afterwards, I knew him a little bit from clubs and stuff. We went for a walk. We were both going to the same place.
Right.
And we walked for about an hour in the city. And this is about a year before Chappelle's show hit. And he was saying how he already hated the movie business because he had to play Eddie Griffin's second banana and Undercover Brother. And
yeah, that's my point.
I mean, so he
finally got to be the guy in front.
But he had a lot of big network deals before
really?
that, very lucrative.
Yeah.
And my buddy who worked in advertising calls me up and goes, "Hey, Art, do you know Chappelle? We just heard you on Stern with him." And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "BBD&O, we got an offer from Right Guard."
Oh, to do a commercial?
Wow. And we want to pay him $750,000.
Oh, no kidding.
They're talking to you.
Yeah.
He made a lot of money, man.
And that's the pre-Chappelle show, Chappelle.
Wow.
$750,000.
Made a lot of money.
What do I know?
So that probably has a lot to do with why it may just be as simple as I have enough money. I want to be with my kids. I want to be there when they come home from school. It could be that simple, man.
Maybe he never really had.
This takes that from you.
Maybe he never really had a struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he was a kid actor or something, right?
He hit big when he was 19.
He was doing comedy when he was, I think,
17.
9 or something.
Much like your brother, I think. Yeah.
What the hell could you talk about when you're 9?
He had such a dirty act when he was 9.
I just got a hair on my balls.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you talk about?
Funny stuff is being at one of those shows and having a comedian that's that brave at that age.
Yeah.
And seeing the reaction of everybody. What did that kid just say?
He went to high school. He went to a high school for performing arts down by D.C. I think.
Right.
So by the time he was 19, he was a polished fucking, much like your brother, like a really great, polished stand-up comic.
Yeah.
Been around.
You know.
Speaking of your brother, what the fuck's going on with him anyway? You been talking to him? I know you talk to him every day on the phone.
Well, wait a minute.
He's just being a playboy right now.
Yeah.
He's having fun. Seen him at the game last night. He was courtside at the Lakers game.
Really?
But
what we haven't talked about was him flying the whole family to some island.
He didn't fly the whole family because I wasn't there.
Marriage that never happened.
No, I couldn't make it. So,
but you were invited.
I was invited, but I couldn't make it. It wasn't going to make sense for me, with my schedule to fly halfway around the world for one day.
One day? Why doesn't he put everyone up for a week?
No, I'm saying for me, because I had other obligations. It would have worked out where you're there for one day and then you fly back, you're jet lagged out.
Then he married that broad, and then 2 weeks later he was divorced.
No, they never got married.
They never got married.
They never got married.
I thought they had gotten married.
They had a ceremony, but they said it wasn't real.
He got married, Howard, but it was not legal in this country.
Yeah, but why would you have a ceremony? Why would you go through
the bother? It was a Fantasy Island wedding.
Mr. Rourke did it.
Rich people, man. They're all crazy.
Yeah.
They're all crazy.
It was a Fantasy Island wedding.
No kidding.
Tattooed Mr. Rourke.
See, you're probably the only guy who could go up to your brother and, like, goof on him for that. You know what I mean? Say, what the fuck are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Yeah, man. It was, hey.
It's crazy.
That's Hollywood. That's Hollywood, man.
You know what, though? He falls in love too easy. Eddie. He does, man.
Well, he had just gotten out of that Spice Girl thing.
That's the other thing, man. I hope Eddie's holding on to his money, man. I love Eddie Murphy.
Eddie has plenty of money. That's one of the problems. You don't have to worry about him.
Yeah, but you don't knock up a Spice Girl. You know she's going to come at him with all the lawyers. You know it, man.
She has money, too, man.
Who, the Spice Girl? Not like Eddie Murphy money, man.
But when you have money, she doesn't have to have Eddie Murphy money. She's well off.
She got enough money.
Yeah.
She still wanted money.
Some of these girls are greedy bitches,
I'm saying, but if you're well off, how could you justify wanting money?
No, but some
you're
of these,
well off.
No, wait a second. Some of these girls are greedy bitches. No matter how much money they have.
You can say you want it, but you're not going to get it. Yeah, you're well off.
No, but she's still going to say to Eddie, listen, you're the father. You got to chip in. I'm not paying all. Even if I got $100 billion.
And we had a human baby, right? The baby's human.
Right.
Okay, he requires the same thing as any other baby.
Right.
He doesn't need, my baby has to have,
everything.
Yeah, the baby has to have special artwork.
I think there's some broads and some lawyers crazy enough to go, no, the baby's not human. It has special needs.
It has special needs.
Special needs baby.
Yeah.
But you're the uncle.
This baby eats kryptonite.
Yeah, do you get to see your nephew or niece or whatever it is?
Have you seen the baby?
I've seen pictures of the baby.
But
I've been on the road, Howard. I've been on the road, man.
But you're the uncle.
You like it ain't my baby. I only seen pictures of the baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you are the uncle.
I am the uncle, yes.
You are the uncle.
I am the uncle. And I have a hard time seeing my own children, so.
Where are your children, anyway?
Right in New Jersey.
In Jersey?
Yeah.
They're living in there?
But you live where?
I live in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
I live with my kids. We live in the same house.
All right.
So I get to
Who
see
does
them.
that anymore?
Yeah, really.
Well, I'm still doing it, man.
You're old school.
What are you, high? What's your story?
I got shades on, man.
You do drugs? What do you do?
What
your
type
thing?
of drugs?
Do you smoke weed?
Absolutely.
You do? You love it?
You hear my voice right now, right?
It sounds like you're smoking weed right now. You love weed?
Do I love weed? No, I don't love it. I love people.
Right.
I don't love weed. No.
I love people who can get weed.
Yeah, I love people that can get weed. People that smoke weed and people that have no problem with smoking weed.
How often you smoke weed?
Quite often.
Really? Every day you smoke weed?
Quite often during the day.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you got a problem.
So what? If that's your problem, with all the problems that these people have, man, come on, man. That's your problem.
It's not a big problem.
That's not a big problem.
I mean, it's not a big problem at all, man. You got people that go to jail for snipping other people's shoes, man.
Right.
So that could be my problem.
You smoke?
I could be able to, Charlie, do you sniff shoes? Howard, I don't want to talk about that on the air.
You smoke with your bros or with your hoes?
I don't got no hoes.
Right.
But yeah, I smoke with the bros, man.
Yeah, you got a posse? Like you got.
I don't have a posse. No, I don't have a posse. To me, that's unnecessary.
Do you have male friends?
Me, I got my manager, and I have my opening act, whose name is Freeze Love. He's normally with me, and that's it.
But who do you hang out with on the weekend? I mean, when you hang out with
kids.
Your kids, I know, but not 24 hours a day. Even your kids don't want to hang with you that much.
If I'm not with them, guess what? Then it's by myself. Because
really?
Because work, you're always around people.
And when do you write your comedy? When do you do that?
When I'm by myself.
When you buy,
that's when I can think of stuff and everything. But when you're entertaining other people or engaging with other people, nothing new's coming up.
Right.
You got to recall that.
Yeah, you're pretty serious about this comedy, man. You really.
Oh yeah, man.
I
had to be serious about it because I knew what I was up against when I got involved. I knew what everyone was. Their first thought. Oh, okay.
Well, your brother.
We'll see what's going to happen with this.
Your brother finally gives you some respect. He gives
they
you
all
respect.
give me respect
now they
because
do.
They see me last.
Right.
But in the beginning, the first couple of years, it was like, okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, right. Eddie Murphy's brother, big deal, right? And then all of a sudden, man, you come out and you're a funny dude.
I've been around, man.
Fuck everybody.
We went over to Sweden, right?
Yeah.
And I remember I told him I was going over. They was like, "You going where?" I was like, "We're going over to Stockholm, Sweden." Really, for what? To do comedy. They got real quiet. To do comedy. I said, "Yeah." Hey, tell me how it was when you get back. I said, "Okay." I went over. went to go on stage. The dude introduced me. Vlasniten Sluten Slaten Charlie Murphy. I was horrified, like, oh no. But you know what? The show went just as well as the shows go here. Really? And the big thing I had left out of the equation was that the people over there, not only do they speak English, they speak 4 other languages too.
Right.
Fluent.
Right.
And they can understand, sensibilities in all of those languages.
But do they understand where you're coming from?
They understood me. I'm going back.
You're going back to school?
They have me back over to tour the whole country.
Look at you.
So yeah, it was great.
And you can see Charlie Murphy in Bar Stars, available on DVD June 30th. What's that, Bar Stars?
Bar Stars is a movie I did about 2 years ago. It's an independent film.
Right.
It's funny. The movie is a lot like in the vein of Superbad, the same type of humor.
Right.
And I did it because it was going to appeal to young people. It's these guys in college, and the film was funny. He was spoofing the bar scene over a 3-generation period.
Right.
I actually worked the door at this bar for 30 years. Like, you see me in my young 20s, and then I'm in my 30s, and I'm still there. I'm in my 40s, and by now I'm kind of bitter.
Yeah, and you're still dealing with the same thing.
I've been a doorman for 30 years.
It's kind of like Van Wilder. I mean, he was in college for 11 years, wasn't it? That was the theme of it. And you're the doorman for 30 years. 30 years.
That's Ryan Reynolds, by the way. You like that movie?
I know, Van Wilder. Yeah,
Van Wilder, Ryan Reynolds was in it?
Yeah, he was a Van Wilder.
He's the guy.
Yeah, we had Alanis Morissette, and he just broke up with her. He went off with Scarlett Johansson. That's got to suck. I was thinking about that.
That guy's lucky. He had both of them?
Yeah. Oh, he fucks like a rabbit, this guy.
Talented guy.
Talented. He's good looking. That's his thing. He's not so talented.
Yeah, that's his talent.
That's a talent.
I felt real bad for him.
He knows how to give up a great profile.
Imagine, like today in the paper, front page, Scarlett Johansson. Everywhere she turns is Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett won't go away.
When I break up with a woman, I hope she's like a loser and never dates
she just
again.
Never gets press again.
You don't want to see your woman. I even feel like your brother with that wife of his. She's out every night with some guy.
Who is she dating? Strahan?
Yeah. Strahan?
Yeah, she was Strahan. Yeah. That's what I be saying.
I'll tell you, if I was single, I'd date her myself. She's got a lot of money. She got Eddie Murphy money. And she's good looking. Except she got kids.
No comment.
Yeah, it's a weird scene, huh? But look at you all straightened out.
No comment. No comment.
Well, you can't hang out with Eddie now because he's all single.
Right.
Why not?
You should date her.
I'm a grown man. I can hang out with anybody I want.
You should date Eddie's ex-wife. That would be the greatest thing ever.
Nah, man, nah.
That's like Michael Jackson kind of
Did you get some of that?
You heard about that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's going on with Michael Jackson?
Well, the family.
They got two of the family members. What is it, Jermaine and Randy got a baby with the same one. One was married.
Can you
Jermaine
imagine?
just got divorced from it.
Can you imagine if you said to your brother, listen, I'm dating your ex-wife. Your brother would
I would get stolen on, man. That's how it goes down. That's
crazy.
Bananas. That's bananas. That's no.
Although you'd have Eddie Murphy money.
That's bananas. I wouldn't want that kind. That's bloody money, man.
You got your own money now.
That's bananas.
You goddamn right. Look at you, man.
We don't get down like that.
Yeah, you're doing good. So who you voting for?
I'm doing the best I can.
Who you supporting for the? I hear you're a McCain guy.
A McCain guy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something about McCain.
Uh-oh.
I got a lot of respect for McCain because McCain is a warrior, and that's to me the most masculine form of a man can have.
It's the most masculine you can be.
He flies fighter planes and all this other stuff.
Fucking guy went to Vietnam and lived in a tiger cage for 5 years.
Yeah, he was a good-looking guy,
right?
too.
And that's why I'm scared of him now because he still remembers all that stuff. He's still angry. That's why he talks like this. Yes, and then I'm going to. Doesn't he sound like an angry Clint Eastwood?
And don't you figure something happened? You in a tiger cage for 5 years.
In a tiger cage eating pumpkin soup for 5 years.
Pumpkin soup.
Yeah.
Is that what he ate? That's shitty soup.
Pumpkin soup for 5 years in a tiger cage. And I let you out. And you talking like this. Okay.
So I take it.
Straighten this out in a little while.
We're going back into NAM.
Yeah.
You think if McCain gets elected, he'll go back to NAM and straighten things out?
Possibility, man. It's a possibility to go back to NAM.
So I take it you're for Barack Obama.
Oh, I'm going with Barack, yeah.
Did you ever think in your lifetime, now you're a guy who grew up in a bad neighborhood, just like me. Did you, as black men...
Did I ever think that there would be a black man in the position that he's in right now?
Yeah. Did you ever think?
In my lifetime, no, I didn't.
Never.
But I'm going to tell you something. From the moment he came, I met Barack Obama at the airport once.
Yeah.
And he's very personable. Like when you meet him, you like him.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Right.
And when he showed on the scene and he gave his message, to me, what he was saying makes total sense. If you're the guy that's talking about, because that was one of the beefs I had with all the presidents.
Right.
You're one of the guys that's talking about, I'm going to do something that's going to actually help you individually.
Right. It's going to touch you personally.
Yeah, that's the guy that, nobody ever came to me. Nobody ever had a message that added up to that for me.
How is he going to help us personally, though?
Well,
I don't
when he's
understand.
talking about doing things...
What's he going to do?
To reinvest in the infrastructure of America rather than to be reinvesting into the infrastructure of Iraq.
And that's going to help you?
Instead of building roads, it's going to help me.
I thought he was going to buy a joke from you or something.
Well, now I'm talking... he's talking about, upgrading the school system here. That's going to help me.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, those are the things I want. I'm interested in. I'm not
But do you really think of him as black? I mean, I think of him as white.
I don't think of him as black. I think of him as green.
I think of him as white.
Green, man. He's green.
He got a white mommy.
He has a white mother and a black father.
That's what I'm saying.
But the black father didn't raise him.
In Roosevelt, we used to goof on guys like that. We would call them, white people.
Quite frankly, like I said, he grew up in Hawaii.
They used to call him Zebra.
There was
Zebra.
There were no brothers in Hawaii to help him out.
But
try to figure out what was going on.
I think maybe that was a good thing, though.
He grew up in Hawaii.
The fact that he was raised the way he was raised was a good thing because some of the things that he may have picked up may have held him back. When he'd be not knowing when to shut up or don't take it there. Don't take it there because now you sound like this one. Right. He never came with he never came off as a radical. He just came off as a dude that was coming with a message that was about everybody.
But don't you find he's studying black now? Like he's trying to learn.
Well, he became black as an adult. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's trying to catch up.
He didn't even know what
one thing about being black.
He hired that Reverend Jeremiah White to turn him more black.
Well,
one thing about being black is inescapable. You're black, and everybody around you will let you know.
Right.
If you don't know it,
somebody
just ask anybody within 6 arms reach. What color am I? And they'll tell you.
Well, now that he's the Democratic nominee, white people are saying he's not black.
Right. I say he's a white. We still do not have a black nominee. We have a white nominee.
Well,
that's a white man. He's as white as white could be. He's hardly black. People think they got a black president. That's not a black president.
Never gonna have a black president.
You give Charlie Murphy the presidency, you'll have a black president.
You'll have a black president.
Right. That's what I'm waiting for.
No question.
President Darkness.
So, what the hell was that? Did you hear that? Meanwhile, we are having such phone problems. That's why I haven't picked up a phone call. If anybody's out there calling in, the phones are completely knocked out.
Really?
From the weather or something.
Oh, yeah. When I was coming in, I noticed a couple of trees that fell on people's houses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's bad news.
Yeah.
But if you're waiting for a black president, you got to get President Wesley Snipes. Now, that's a black guy.
President Wesley Snipes.
You're not kidding. You think about
What about that?
What about he's going to go to jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you something, man.
What do you think about that?
That's not as scary as some of these other people that's going to jail. At least Wesley can fight.
Right. Wesley knows how to handle himself.
You think
some other dudes
right.
going to jail, that you got to be kind of worried for them. And that is, Wesley Snipes is Blade, man. They don't even worry about it.
You're not kidding.
But is that Hollywood fighting or is that real fighting?
Oh, he knows how to fight.
Yeah, Wesley can really fight.
Yeah. You know him?
Yeah.
Compared to Wesley, you're white. I don't even think of you as a black man.
No. Absolutely not. I'm not white.
You're very white compared to
Wesley.
Wesley.
Downstairs, I'm telling you how. All we have to do is we'll walk downstairs and I'll just stick my hand out and grab anybody and say, what color? What color am I?
Wesley is the blackest black man I ever met. I met Wesley.
He's not the blackest black man I've ever seen, but he
is as dark skinned as a brother could be.
We come in all shades, man.
Well, when I lived in Roosevelt, if you were very, very black, they would make fun of you.
That's right.
That was back,
black kids would
that
make
was the
fun
way
of
it
you.
was back in the 70s and the 60s. Yeah, if you went two black people alone, if one said to the other one, "Yeah, you black," whatever. Yeah. That was fighting words.
That's right.
I had fights over. I remember one time I was like 8 or 9. This dude walks by my house and goes, "Yeah, Black Charles." I said, "Yeah, Black Wayne." He said, "What'd you call me?" This is two black kids, man.
Right.
I said, "I called you Black Wayne." and then we started fighting. You know,
over who was blacker.
See, yeah, you have to. That was all rooted in ignorance. As you grow up, you know, and you become aware of who you are.
In my neighborhood, if you were a dark skinned, that's right. If you were a dark skinned black man, you took a lot of shit.
But you took it on either end.
Kids would
let me tell you something. Even all the kids now.
If you would laugh, you grew up in a Jewish neighborhood, you don't know nothing about being black.
Like, I'll give you an example. Barack Obama had the exact same message.
Right.
But he had my complexion.
Oh.
Nobody would have heard the message.
That's right. That's what I'm telling you.
They could have never got past, hey, this guy's blue-black. They could have never got past that.
You're saying...
And that's what, in essence, he's healing, is that ignorant way of thinking, because, you know, anywhere you go in the world, no matter what kind of person you're going to hold up and say, you know, they represent a race or whatever, you can go find an example of that person that is doing whatever you think is high-tech.
So you're saying he has benefited from being a light-skinned black man.
No,
if he was as black as you were.
I'm saying that it's good that he's because of him, maybe one day somebody that's darker than him can do the same thing that he did.
You know, he's so concerned about getting darker. He's been putting on sunscreen. They call it Barack Obama.
One of those big floppy hats.
Had him in a big floppy hat. Yeah, sunscreen and big floppy hat. If he gets any blacker, he could lose the whole thing.
He cannot afford to tan.
He had one of those big, like...
Yeah, he looked like a
plantation hat. A beekeeper's hat. He had a beekeeper's helmet on.
I just want to say, too, my point, what I was saying about Barack is that I look at it like this, man. America is composed of, is a melting pot, and it has everybody here.
Everyone's
So I would like to see everybody get a chance to drive in a car. Not just Barack, but, you know, everybody that's...
Look, next thing you know,
I think every race has somebody...
You'll want an Asian president.
Yeah,
why
what
not?
are you saying?
Why not? Asians live here. Asians live here.
All right.
You know what?
Why not? Why not have one of the president? Why not a female? All of that. Why not?
I'll have a black president, but not an Asian.
It should always be about, you know, who's going to put it together and make everybody...
We almost had a broad running things. Look at the bullet we ducked there. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Could you fucking imagine?
I felt bad for Hillary Clinton because before, Bill Clinton used to be an honorary black man. And now the election happens. There's this whole nomination process. And even the black guys are going, Bill Clinton's a fucking racist. Everybody turned on the guy. Am I right or am I wrong? In a way,
he did show his hand kind of negative, you know.
You think so? See,
I told you.
I don't feel that way. I feel
you
he's
weren't listening to what he said.
He was an honorary black man.
No, but he was doing little things like going, be sure you know what you're doing. I mean, you're going to have to live with the decision you make.
You feel
when I see you saying stuff like that, putting it that way, like, what do you... It's like you're talking to one of your kids going... Are you sure you want to marry that guy? You know, and when you're doing it like that,
wait a second. When you're running for election, you have to say you better be careful about your decision.
When you're running for election, you have to go for blood. I understand that, but
yeah, I think you're being a little sensitive here.
No, he said other things.
Look, I'm as black as you are, and I know what I'm talking about.
You know what Barack should do? He should hire a real black guy to stand next to him so he always looks white. Like Yaphet Kotto should be.
Barack is a real, trust me, he's a real black guy. Whether I'm sure he knows it, but I'm saying whoever out there doesn't think he is.
Well, he's half white.
No, we're trying to get him elected.
Check on him.
He's not black.
Yeah, Charlie, listen.
I don't think that his color is going to really play or prevent him from becoming president. I'm looking at him and going, what we're looking at is some dynamic energy here, because him becoming president changes the whole...
Now, let me ask you something. You're making a lot of money now. I know you're a millionaire. You're on your own. You got nothing to do with any brother.
Well, that's why I'm endorsing Barack Obama, because...
But let me ask you something. Now that you're a rich dude...
Yeah.
You're going to get taxed like crazy with this Barack Obama. He's going to raise your taxes.
Barack Obama was talking about, as far as what I understood him saying, was he's talking about corporate taxes.
No, he's taxing everyone who makes more than anyone who makes more than $200,000 a year is rich to him.
Yeah, well,
that's you.
Let's put it in perspective.
Go ahead.
If my taxes are going to go up, okay, to help somebody who has nothing.
All right.
Okay. And you show me that this is what's really going down. It's not like you just taking my money.
Aren't you paying enough taxes though? Can't they fucking spend this money properly?
I'm living comfortably. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I live comfortably. So I pay a lot of taxes, but then I live comfortably.
How many houses you got now?
Anybody, I have one.
You have one house.
Anybody that's rich, that they pay a lot of taxes, but they live And I look at their house. Their taxes are not preventing them from living in the house.
That's true.
So that's how you got to look at it.
All right, man.
That's how I look at it.
All right, we'll see what happens. I'm not arguing with you. Listen, we got to talk about the big show you're doing.
The big show.
Charlie's one funny dude.
Mm-hmm.
Guy knows what's going on. He's been observing life for a long time.
Observing.
He seems to know what's happening. You hear him on this show, he's funny. He's got a way of putting things.
And I've also had some extreme experiences.
Like what? What's the most extreme experience you ever had?
This year?
Yeah.
Okay. I slept on a freeway in West Virginia.
What do you mean?
Why would you sleep on the freeway?
Okay, let me explain how that happened. We did a college we did a show at Radford University.
Right.
Right?
Right.
There's only one road that goes, and I forgot whatever highway. There's only one highway that goes from Norfolk to Radford. And we go there and we do the show. We have a 4-hour ride back. 1 hour into the ride, in a pitch black West Virginian highway, all the traffic just comes to a dead halt.
Right.
And we sit there from 9 o'clock at night to 7 o'clock the next morning.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
The highway was closed. And I'm sitting in the car going, I've never heard of a freeway closing down. What's this about?
Yeah.
And then the traffic finally opens up and they let everybody go and we get back to the hotel and then you turn the news on. And the reason why the freeway was closed was because they had a sniper.
Oh.
I know you had to hear about that on the news.
Yes, I did.
They shot 3 people.
Wow.
And we was in a big white Hummer limo, which would have been a perfect target, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you're going to shoot somebody, shoot the guy in the limo.
Shoot that limo.
Right.
But we ended up spending the night on the
Do you
highway.
get paranoid as a black man that they're closing down the freeway because you're on it? Do you ever
I didn't
think
know.
that?
No.
Especially in West Virginia, that was a hotbed of racism for a while.
I don't get paranoid.
I get
Stuff like
You think there was a report?
As long as I
There was a report they saw a black man. They saw a black man driving through town, and they
There's a
closed down.
couple of coloreds just did comedy at the
did some comedy and made some communist jokes.
Right down there on the freeway, there's a black man in West Virginia
making communist jokes.
Making communist jokes up around here, these parts.
Well, listen, you're doing good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I've been blessed, man. I got to admit it.
You got any movies coming up? With you wrote 2 movies with your brother. You wrote other movies.
Yeah, and I have the movie Bar Stars we spoke about. And then there's another film. You know that guy Al Shear that was on BET? He played hits. And he was also in Glory Road. He was one of the players. And he's on Ashton Kutcher's Punk. He's just like his sidekick. Me and him did a film together. It came out real funny. It's called The Hustle, and it should be coming out in the fall. So, I'm working on, a couple of things, and I'm trying to get a TV show with Pauly Shore right now, too.
No kidding. All right, well, you got a lot going on.
So we got it.
And say hi to your brother for me, too, because you know what? I don't know what he's doing.
You don't never go to L.A.? I don't ever see you out there.
Never.
You always
I haven't been there in 8 years.
Yeah?
You got to tell your brother slow down with these broads. He's got to...
Why?
Because
if you're not married, why slow down with the broad?
No, just don't get engaged and married.
And don't knock him up.
I think he's good. I think he's good with that.
Tell him to wear a rubber.
I think he's good with that.
He didn't wear a rubber with that Spice Girl.
Hey, man,
He's got to.
Neither did the next guy.
Well, you got to think about it. Listen, Charlie, it's always
something we don't know about all that.
Charlie, it's great seeing you.
Charlie, how'd it go in there, man?
Oh, man, it went great. You didn't hear it?
Yeah, I did. It was good. Just wanted to see how you saw it.
That's world-class radio. That's how it's done. See, if everything falls apart, I know I always got a job.
So what do you like the most about doing Howard's show? Is it that you're free to do anything?
What I like about Howard Stern is that you can basically talk about anything, and it's all, it's done the right way. If you want to do this type of radio, watch how he does.
All right, man.
That's how it goes.
Thanks for stopping by.
A live, brand new show. I'm trying to figure out which mic George is on. It's been so long I can't remember. George, what mic?
George is here.
Hold on, wait. Hold on a second. Say something.
Good morning. Good morning.
Guess
Am I on?
Yeah, I couldn't remember which.
Good morning.
How are you?
I couldn't remember.
Just fine.
I couldn't remember which switch worked the microphone for your.
And which switch am I?
You're number 4.
I'm number 4.
Number 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What a great
How
voice.
are you, George?
Iconic voice.
When's the last time you were here?
I think it's been more than 3 months. It's been much too long. And congratulations to you on many, many counts. Certainly on your upcoming wedding and the merger of
Sirius
and XM.
There's another marriage. That's right.
And congratulations to you on California allowing gay marriage and the fact that you and Brad are getting married. I already sent you. Did you get our gift yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah, okay.
We've been out of town an awful lot.
All right.
Yeah, I'm a happy guy to be hitched to the guy I love with loving family and friends surrounding us. How much happier can one get?
It almost became like the biggest thing in your career, even bigger than Star Trek or Heroes.
I'm telling you, the way the press covered it, we weren't quite prepared for that. We were just swarmed by that massive media coverage.
Well, there's you, there's Ellen DeGeneres.
Yes.
And
last weekend.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. You know, here gay marriage went through, but they needed to put a famous face on it. And you guys were right there.
You became the spokesperson.
Well, we're doing what we wanted to do, and our Supreme Court finally gave us, well, they said, you guys have been living in sin for 21 years, so it's about time you made it legit.
That's right. Might as well make you legal.
Are you nervous? When is the wedding?
It's the 14th of September.
Okay.
Next month.
Did you get a marriage license yet?
Oh, that's when we got that massive media coverage.
I see.
So we do have a license now.
Now, when you get a marriage license, because I've been looking into this, you've got to...
Oh, you haven't gotten yours yet?
No.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh,
even though it's been reported everywhere that I'm married.
That's right.
I don't know how the fuck that happened. I mean, there must be 5,000 reports I can play you about that I got married this weekend. And I wish everyone would calm down. Who cares if I'm married or not? I'm telling you this. I never saw such interest in a non-thing.
Too many media outlets.
Yeah.
And they love to get it wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, they had us already married, too. All we did was get the license.
Yeah, so you got the license. Did you have, you have to have a birth certificate?
Oh, you do?
Yeah. A driver's license.
We didn't have to have our birth certificate, only our driver's license.
That's it?
And $70.
You have to have a birth certificate?
Oh, yeah. You have to have, there's 4 or 5 things you have to have from each column, and you have to match one of the columns.
Really?
Yeah,
Not in California.
You have to have a birth certificate, a driver's license. I've got to have my divorce papers.
You're
they want you to prove that.
Yeah. You have to prove you're divorced. It's a whole fucking deal.
I thought of a couple loopholes, though, for George. You could, I think, they just specified gays getting married, not 2 men. I think you could have said...
No, they said marriage equality.
But I think you could have years ago gotten married and just said you guys weren't gay. You just were 2 guys who wanted to get married.
No, you couldn't.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you just say, look, we're not gay guys. We just want to get married.
So when my question was, when you went down to the,
City Hall,
the City Hall,
right?
Did you have any thoughts like, wow, this could fuck everything up. This could mess it all up. Did you have any kind of trepidation?
We were a little nervous, not because of that, but because it was, something that we hadn't expected to happen, and we were really excited about it. But
how did people know you were going down to City Hall?
Well, the press, this was the first day that marriage equality was going to start happening. So the press was there en masse, and when we showed up, we were just, swarmed by them. We couldn't move. And then they asked, the mayor of West Hollywood was making a speech, and they asked me to make some comment at the same time, too. And so I said, may sweet equality live long and prosper.
This is a big career move for you in a way. I mean, I never saw so much publicity. You're on fire.
Do you think he's getting married just for his career?
I think it's for Brad's career.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Brad's become a name now.
I know.
Mary Ann from Brooklyn, you're on the air. Good morning.
I was going to congratulate you. I wanted to be the first caller, but I can't believe I was sucking into that. It was all over the post, the computer. People were calling me wherever I went. People said, I said, yeah, I guess. Barefoot on the beach. I knew it couldn't be at all.
No. We first...
Tell me,
I would tell you when I'm getting married. I told you, we're having a family thing and a thing for our friends.
So why did the Post print that?
Why? Everything they print about me is wrong. I mean, in fact, I spoke with Lisa G through a third party, and because I said, well, it's according to Lisa G, and Lisa G said, look, I never reported that. I reported that Beth was going to wear a sundress or something with your family.
Right, and barefoot on the beach.
Something like that, and that's not even true. I don't even know what that is. So here's every media outlet reported it, and it's completely false.
Could I give you my my take, Howard? Is it going to be around like the Labor Day weekend when you have vacation?
You know what? I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm actually starting to get, what do you call that, cold feet. Not because I have any doubts about Beth. I just don't like all of this hoopla.
It's too much, Howard.
It's too much for me. I'm not George Takei. I can't handle it.
He can't take it.
I can't take it.
You better talk him down.
It's for you and your family to be
I should have just taken her off somewhere and married her. That's what I wanted to do.
I love you so much, Howard. I saw your tattoo on your ring. It's hot, sexy thing, Howard. If it wasn't Beth, I wish it could have been me.
No, you don't.
Even
Trust me.
you laugh at that.
I love
you. You don't want me
Howard.
mounting you. Trust me, Marianne.
I love you,
All right, thank
Howard.
you very much.
Congratulations.
You have no
anyway.
idea what it's like when I mount a woman.
Are you getting helicopters flying over your place?
No, nothing like that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's enough already with this marriage stuff.
I know. The press...
I'm like the bride-to-be here. Poor Brad. I saw him on the newscast when you guys were getting the marriage license. He looked like a deer in the headlights. He does not like being on camera. He looked like he was frozen.
He gets very nervous very easily.
Yeah.
And the cameras and the photographers and the crowd really shook him up.
Was it a romantic night, the night that you went and got the marriage license? I mean, here you'd been on TV. The two of you had been interviewed. Was there sex involved the night that you got your marriage license?
The night before was wonderful.
It was, because he was excited and you were excited.
Exactly. But the night the night after we got the license.
So you guys were so worked up.
He was completely frozen.
You guys were so worked up,
Really?
you blew each other, and then went down to the City Hall.
Wow, that's right.
Right.
We were,
That's right.
We were energetic. We were just full of vitality.
Oh, wonderful. Let's go down and get the license. Oh.
It was a happy occasion. Why not celebrate?
Getting the license.
Now, in a situation like that, do you switch off positions? I mean,
Of course.
like who gets it? Or
You don't have to be gross. Come on. That's very
we're all
personal.
thinking it. You brought it up.
69.
Well, you two blew each other and went down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to get gross.
Listen, George is not only in a gay marriage, he's in the gayest marriage.
Well, I'm
right.
just curious.
So you made love to Brad the night before you got your marriage license, and was it on a night you typically don't make love? Because I know you have set nights.
That's well, Sunday.
Right.
Sunday's actually it's the morning. Sunday morning
is the always.
Always.
No matter what.
When you should be in church, you're fucking a guy.
Well, I am in church.
Sunday morning always, right?
Sunday morning always.
Right. And then this was not a Sunday, was it?
No, it was I think it was a Monday.
Monday. So So Sunday you had your normal sex.
Right.
And then
Sunday night we did.
And Sunday night you did because of Monday.
So it was a double header.
And Monday night, nothing happened. We were
really were exhausted.
Well, I could have gone.
Artie's not gonna pass up.
So you wanted to Monday night is when you watch football. So why would you?
Brad was all frozen up. He was so he was a nervous wreck.
Really?
And, yeah.
I understand that.
Is
Because
he
first of
getting
all,
cold feet? We're talking to George.
No,
Maybe
because there was
Brad is getting cold feet.
because there's he's not used to all this attention. I mean, I understand.
But they were at home.
He was going but he was going down to City Hall, and reporters are going to cover this thing. And
what about your penis?
The one show, Good Morning America. I think it was Good Morning America. You guys were next to each other, and Brad, he was had a smile concreted to his face.
Yes, that expression never changed.
And he kept you guys did look like the happiest two people alive.
We did feel
which
great.
was nice.
Brad looks like a guy who's not out of the closet and just got outed. He's just like, it's hard on Brad.
It is hard.
But you don't think this will have any deleterious effect?
Deleterious. It's going to be a joyful thing.
You don't see it changing at all when you say those vows and now you're committed to each other?
Well, we've never gone there before, so we don't know what's going to happen. But I know, for me, it's going to be wonderful. Because we're going to have our family and friends.
How many people are you inviting to the wedding?
Well, we're getting married in the Democracy Forum of the Japanese American National Museum, and the capacity is 200.
Right.
And, we have a long, long list of dear friends. So we feel terrible that we couldn't invite them all. You guys are invited. But
Yes,
I
thank you.
know that you have a show on Monday.
We sent our regrets, but we did send a gift.
Oh, it's bless your heart. We thank you so much. That's very thoughtful.
Yes.
We haven't seen it yet, but we appreciate it very much. It's very kind of you. And
I
Artie,
made a donation.
Yes, I know. You were so generous. Thank you. And that's very important what Artie did, because
What did he do?
He gave a very generous donation to the Human Rights Campaign.
Well, that's what it said. In the card, it said you could either send money or, in lieu of a gift, actually, which was very nice. It said you could donate to the Human Rights Campaign, and that's what I did.
But Artie was on heroin at the time. He didn't mean to write that check.
No, this was before heroin.
Well, that was why the sum was so generous.
By the way, George.
Oh, is that why?
No, I'm always generous, George.
And the reason for that is, there's a ballot measure coming up in November in California. People who want to nullify the Supreme Court's ruling and take away our marriage.
Oh no!
And Artie is helping us.
You mean as soon as you get married, you could be nullified?
Well, we're gonna fight it tooth and nail.
Can you believe people are wasting their time trying to...
Arnold Schwarzenegger, good for him, is on our side this time.
Finally, he got on the right
opposed to
side.
it.
Well, remember on this show, you yelled at him and you told him off. And it obviously got through his head.
I'm sorry I brought that name up.
King of all blacks, you're on the air in Ingleside, New Jersey.
Yes, Howard, I love you, man, but you're very complicated and confusing. I don't understand why if you have beautiful kids, I don't understand the broken record, you have beautiful kids, why would you deny her of having kids? I don't understand.
Well, I'm not denying her of anything because she's telling me she doesn't want kids.
But she doesn't, trust me, I mean, she doesn't
I said to her, I don't want to deny you anything, so if you want kids, I'm not the guy for you. I can't raise more children. Even my mother said to me, I understand totally.
Yeah, but everybody understands but her.
You're not hearing me.
Why are you talking for Beth? Did she call you this morning?
You're saying, Beth, you're making this like it's an argument or a hassle. She said to me, I don't want children. I never have. When I was a little girl, I never dreamt about having kids, and it's not my thing. Listen, my niece is married. She doesn't want kids. Robin's been in a relationship. She could have had kids. She doesn't want kids. There are people out there who don't want kids. My friends Will and Carrie are married. They don't want children.
I could point out a lot of people who don't have children, King.
And then a lot of people go, then why get married? And I go, well, as long as there's sex involved.
That's still your decision.
Right.
It's nobody's business but yours.
Okay. So you don't care about the resentment that her family's going to give you secretly.
Well, I don't care about her family resenting me. I just care about her.
It's still Beth's decision. They can't resent him.
But do you honestly, can you have Beth come and take a lie detector test?
Yes, I will do that. Should I do that? I'll do that.
Why would you do that? I mean, you
it'd be good radio.
You have to trust your spouse.
No, all right. Yeah, I won't do that. I trust my spouse.
Well, you better not. You better not.
Where does it end? How many that you can make in a relationship?
We're going to have her in here every week.
Beth said to me, if she feels like having kids, then she'll end the marriage.
Right.
Yeah, right.
That's what she said.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's easier said.
What do you mean, all right?
Don't let love blind you. Listen, what she's saying is because I know how you might be. I perceive you as being kind of like subtly controlling a little bit, and like in the sense that she's gonna say what she thinks you want to hear.
Right. Well, maybe so. But
let me tell him something. There are people who change their minds. That's one thing that can happen. She right now does not want to have children, and this is a fine relationship for her to be in. But there are also people who say, you know what, I want to be with this person so much, then I'll give up that dream because I want to be with them.
Well, she's the first one.
She told me last night she loves being with me.
Right.
As I was sitting there goofing on the Olympics.
Well, obviously she loves being with you, and you love being with her, but she's still saying something that she thinks you want to hear.
No, that's not necessarily the case.
This is so silly.
Just stop it.
You think
he doesn't even know her. Why are we listening to him?
Let's say Beth and I broke up. You think Jillian Barbary would leave her husband for me? I think she would.
Listen to the way she's carrying on.
I think if I called her and said, look.
I think the grant is only safe as long as you're hooked up.
Yeah. Yeah, I really believe that. She told me she would have sex with me.
She'd get rid of that tattoo in a minute.
She came right up to me. She said, I'll have sex with you right now.
I think we do more for promoting her show, quite frankly.
Maybe.
We don't talk about her every day.
Right.
She lures us in.
Johnny Frado. Hey, Johnny.
Hey, what's up, Howard?
How you doing, bro?
I'm calling you to tell you I hate to agree with King of All Blacks, but I'm telling you, you're going to have kids.
I'm not. I'm not like you, dude.
Johnny, did your
wife...
wife...
listen to me.
What?
I swear to fucking God, I swear, I did not have any intentions to have kids. Not the second time around.
Right.
Well, I got one and one in the oven.
Well, why?
But how did that happen, Johnny?
You know what, Robin? I don't know. I mean, you know...
You wear a rubber, you won't have kids.
Doesn't he know that if you have sex with a woman, she'll get pregnant?
What happened? Your wife started, like, browbeating you into it?
No, this wasn't nothing discussed. You know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. She snuck up on me with sex, with no rubbers, with no nothing. She snuck up on me. Howard.
Nah, you knew what you were doing.
Absolutely.
You wanted a kid.
You were barebacking it, and you knew what would happen.
Howard, never have I had sex and said, having a kid is the last thing that I think about. I'm a shallow man.
Yeah, but Johnny, you let it happen.
I did let it happen.
Yeah. So that's you. That ain't me.
But I'm telling you, but listen to what I'm saying to you. This girl is a rational girl. It's not the girl. Like Robin and I said the last time, it's the brain. It's the body.
No, Johnny, this was you making a decision to... Johnny, you made the decision to have the kid. You put it in her and you came.
Yeah, but I mean,
that ain't me.
I honestly didn't. I never once, while that was going on, did I think, oh, our kid's going to result from this. I know that's very retarded, but honestly, I never gave that a thought at the time.
But Johnny, just because you never gave it a thought doesn't mean you didn't do it. She didn't trick you.
Right, you wanted a kid.
Rob, I'm saying, if you
trust me, Johnny, if you didn't want a kid, if someone said to you, look, if you put your penis in this woman, your penis is going to fall off, you would wear a rubber every time.
No, but I'm saying to you, yeah, but
you knew what you were doing. In other words, if I put my penis in Beth without a rubber,
you're taking a chance.
Then I'm going, hey, okay, I want to have a kid. On some level, there's something in the back of my mind saying if that happened, that'd be a good thing.
She wants a kid, I'm telling you right now.
Well, you don't know this girl.
No, because see the thing with the animals, like I told you, a long time ago, we had a dog. There was a dog. Dog was the baby. Everything was fine. Dog was ask her where the dog is now. Dog's in Iowa.
The dog got shipped out?
Oh, the fucking dog. Oh, talk about and the motherfucker turned on me. Because he thought, she didn't want him no more. The dog was the baby. She bought clothes for the dog. The dog had little feeties and coats and sweaters and all kinds of stuff. And I thought, okay, this is perfect. We just keep dressing this dog up. It'll stay little. There's the play. All of a sudden, down the pike, here comes a baby. Now here comes another one.
Wow.
You know what I talk about every day? Baby names.
Yeah.
That's all we talk about.
And you hate kids.
I do hate kids. That's the fucked up part of this whole deal.
I know. You're not even happy with your kids.
No, I'm not. No,
they've been a big disappointment to you.
I raise them bad. That's what the problem is. I raise them.
You're not a good father, right?
I'm a terrible father.
Right.
Well, I buy them a lot of shit and everything, but they want to talk to me and stuff like that.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I know. I'm in therapy. I had to learn how to talk to my kids.
Buy him someone to talk to.
Listening to all this.
I'll tell the little kid, go talk to Johnny. He's closer to your age. You know what I mean? You have a lot more time.
Poor Johnny.
He likes you. Why, Johnny's in the room now playing. They fight over Guitar Hero. I had to go in there yesterday and tell him, okay, both of you motherfuckers, shut that thing off. Johnny's 29. He's 7.
29 and 7.
That's an age spread.
I'll tell you, Johnny, I don't know what...
And play Guitar Hero.
I don't know what you're doing with your life.
I'm trying to figure it. I'm trying to save your life right now.
Well, you are.
I'm telling you.
I'm not having kids.
Beth, I'm telling you, Beth is. You can see just from pictures of her how she is a very. I'm telling you, it's coming.
So then we shouldn't get married.
No,
but this is Johnny saying this.
I know. Johnny's ruining it.
Sure. Nail Jillian Barbary when she gets to the wedding, not before the wedding. Not after, before the wedding.
Right. All right, listen.
You get your revenge in advance.
Johnny, I got to move on, but thank you for the call.
You know, Howard, listening to this discussion, it makes me so grateful I'm gay.
You're not kidding. It eliminates a lot.
We can have sex and not have that anguish at all.
I have a gay friend who once said to me, he goes, oh, man, he goes, if I was heterosexual, things would be so much less complicated. I go, no, just the opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
There are no accidents in gay sex.
No. Anything goes. You'll be fine. No babies involved. It's the way God meant it to be.
Well, I don't know about
gay.
that.
Babies would be at our choice.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. You can't accidentally do it.
No.
Well, and Jason had a bachelor party over at Rick's Cabaret at on Thursday at noon. Yeah. They say Sal goes over there for lunch every day. Like he's like a regular at Rick's Cabaret.
That's where he has lunch?
Well, they said he's so regular there. Like when he walks in, he's like, oh, hi. Like he'll walk up to her, go, hi, how'd your engagement party go?
Like he knows personal stuff about the girl.
Right, Gary? Didn't you tell me like when Sal walks into Rick's Cabaret,
they said he's like Norm from Cheers. Everybody knows him, and they said he walked up to a waitress and was asking her about her family vacation.
Hi, Sal.
He's her emotional friend.
You go, hi. Gary said, like, he left the bachelor party. Sal was still there. Like, how many hours did Sal clock in?
I didn't go to the bachelor party because I had my kids with me. So the bachelor party started a little bit after 12. I needed to call Sal. I called him at 6:20 on his cell phone. Nobody answered. I called him at home at 6:30. His wife answered. She said he was still at the bachelor party. And he called me back at 7:30. He goes, yeah, I just got on the train. So he'd been there for 7.5 hours. And I heard he told his wife the party started at 2, so he could squeak a few more hours out.
Let me ask you something. True. Where were the bachelors by 7?
They left at 4:30.
Well, dude, what do you do there for 7.5 hours at Rick's?
It's like anything else. When you're having fun, time just flies.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
you didn't realize what time it was.
No, I thought it was like 4 o'clock. I had no clue.
Back in the old days, I used to do 7-8 hours at the strip club. Used
Did
to hang
you
out.
really?
Sure, right.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah.
Isn't it wonderful?
But yeah, I don't know what I've only been to Rick's about 3 times for lunch, and when I go there, I'm very personable. It's important to be nice to people.
And 3 times you know about a girl's family vacation?
What do you go in the back room or? Where,
no, I don't do that.
You don't go in the back room?
Can't afford it.
Can't afford the back room?
No.
Yeah.
But it's a good time.
Do you have one girl that you're really into over there?
No.
You're into them all.
You don't have a Rick's wife?
No. When you're married, any girl is good.
Right. Lisa G is here. Lisa G from Howard 100 News.
What
Lisa.
a weekend.
Yeah. Lisa, what's going on?
Oh, I don't know where to start, Howard. There's so much stuff. You know, you talked about Jason and Will's bachelor party at Rick's Cabaret, but what you neglected to mention was that Ronnie the limo driver paid a dancer to give a lap dance to John Hine. Mm-hmm. Well, this dancer, Avalon, is now $20 richer without having to do the lap dance because John refused.
Yeah, John's like way into his wife and
no lap dance, no
masturbating. He takes his marriage seriously.
Yeah, he really does, and he's like, he never masturbates. He only has sex with her. I don't buy that.
You know, Tom used to say that too. Remember, Tom Chiasano gave up masturbation because he thought it affected his marriage.
You know, I think people are still afraid to admit they masturbate, and you know, like.
You're telling me you think John Hine does it and doesn't say?
I know he does it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's no, sometimes you just do it. And it's not because you don't love your wife, and it's not because you have a sexual problem.
But you're saying he consciously does it and won't admit it.
Yeah, he's embarrassed to admit it. He doesn't want his wife to know. But I'm telling you, he masturbates. Not a lot. I mean, I jerk off, like, if Beth's out for the night and I got some porn. Like I told you I watched Strap-On Sally the other night, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. And I had sex by myself.
I think one of the major influences you've had on society, without question, this is all you, as far in my head, and it's a positive because it's more honest, is being okay with admitting to masturbating, watching porn, like, the small penis thing. Like every guy, it's liberating.
Politicians aren't doing it,
well, the fuck politicians, but I'm saying guys in general. But it's right. It's odd now, since Howard became sort of a big star, that a guy isn't willing to admit that you masturbate, and John clearly is. I know a couple other guys who say, I never masturbate. How's it true? It can't be
John loves this show. And I would assume would only be honest.
Right.
Now, some guys don't want to tell their wives that, some guys don't want to admit it. Even all the years I was married, like I'd come on the air and talk about jerking off, and then, even my wife would say to me, gee, did you really jerk off? And I'd go, no.
Oh, you wouldn't admit it at home.
I wouldn't admit it to her. And like, and like I decided now in my new relationship, I'm honest. I tell Beth, I beat off. I beat off.
Yeah.
I did. You were out, and I beat off to Strap-On Sally.
Creates an even admit that it's to Strap-On Sally.
And she goes, I want to see Strap-On Sally. And I said, no, because you're going to think I'm disgusting. I mean, really. And, because I know she's going to be like, oh, those girls are so gross. Meanwhile, it's Carmen Levana and all these girls, and they're hot.
That's nice of her, because maybe she wants to watch it to see what turns you on.
We are shocked at what you think is hot.
I know. You guys don't get it. They just don't get it. But
Chicks hate when you're like a filthy broad.
Right.
But everyone masturbates, and everyone has sexual needs.
John, get in here and defend yourself.
Hey, Robin,
What?
like you masturbate now that Jimmy's not with you, right?
Well, I masturbated during.
You did? Even Lisa G masturbates, right, Lisa?
Not now.
No? Why?
Just, I don't know. I think it's a phase I'm going through.
See, I don't believe that.
You're abstaining from pleasuring yourself.
And John, I believe that you turned down the dance, and that's great. But I do believe you masturbate, and I think you're embarrassed to admit it.
Why?
I don't know. Because you are. You don't want your wife to know.
admit it,
Why?
you're embarrassed.
Because you don't want her to think you don't love her or something. You like it would be like almost like cheating on her.
Not at all.
You're thinking about other women.
Not at all.
There's no way you haven't relieved yourself at some point or another. Your wife's on the rag or something, and you just go, you know what? I got to jerk off.
I've got no reason to tell you otherwise. Like Artie was saying, especially on this show, the last thing you want to do is start lying about stuff like that.
I say you've done it.
Okay.
And I don't care. And I think you're sticking to it now, and very much like a John Edwards kind of thing.
Are you saying you never did?
No, I have, but not. I can't. What I said was I can't remember the last time that I have.
They do say, however, and John suffers from diabetes. Diabetes is supposed to affect a person's sex drive.
That is true.
So do you think your sex drive has been sort of quieted?
I think so. I think it definitely has had an effect.
Because I know with me, I'm constantly hard and constantly, having sex. I mean, I have to. If it's not with Beth, with myself. I mean, I need it.
Sometimes he just knocks himself down.
Yeah, I mean, I had sex with Beth yesterday morning, and then I was in the afternoon. I said, I want to take a nap. Maybe I should go jerk off. I mean, all of a sudden, I go, man, I'm 54 years old. This can't be right.
I'm actually annoyed by it. It's like one other chore you have to do because I know. Well, no, listen. You feel it coming on. You go, look, there's no broad around. You're not dating somebody. You're alone. It's a Tuesday night at about 10. You had your shrimp fried rice. And it's like, you know what?
Want to go out.
I know for a fact I am not going to be worth anything in a conversation until I jerk off.
And I know George Takei, as great as he is, the greatest actor as he is, I know he has to do it too because Brad does not give him the amount of sex he would even like.
Well, that's right. But I was thinking, with age, it'll probably wane. But after hearing Ernest Borgnine, I know that that ain't going to happen.
How old are you now?
Relief. I'm 71.
Yeah, and you're saying you're still jerking off.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Wow.
Now, did Brad
if
get
it's
upset?
just Sunday.
What, sorry, George?
If it's only Sunday,
Right.
There's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
How can you marry, honestly, can I say something serious?
Yeah.
How can you marry Brad if, now I'm just throwing this out there, he gives you sex one time a week. It's not like you guys are in a marriage where you're going to have children or anything like that.
Yeah.
So if there isn't any sex, what's the point in getting married?
There's dignity.
Yeah. No, I understand all the gay rights issue.
Right.
But
He's talking about the choice.
I'm saying, why are you even with Brad?
I love him.
You love him, but sex one day a week, I mean, that's just got to be miserable.
Well, there's cuddling, too, in between. And Brad is a good, decent, loving, caring guy. And he's a detail-oriented guy. He takes care of me.
But don't you feel like saying, Brad, don't,
what do you mean
don't Bogart that cock?
Yeah. But what do you mean he takes care of you? Emotionally?
Well, the first thing in the morning, he brings me a pot of green tea.
All
and
right.
he does.
You could get a houseboy to do that.
He's like a geisha.
Yeah, you could get a houseboy to do that.
That's true.
But go ahead.
It's different. When you hire someone to do it, it's a hired person doing it as a job.
I got to admit, I would like if Beth brought me some tea. That would be nice.
But she's having sex with you.
That's right. So that makes up for a lot of other
more regularly. Yeah.
Right.
Well,
absolutely.
And when you come to a point in life where you get used to a person, there's.
But did you ever say to him, "Don't you want me more than one day a week"?
Well, we cuddle.
But what, I mean, you got a big, thick, gay heart on.
It happens, and that's when I take a shower.
I know, but
right, so you relieve yourself.
Yes, I do in the shower.
Marry your shower.
It'd be a lot nicer if Brad would do that.
Yeah, it would be. It would be. But
you don't see anything wrong with your relationship. Why are you bringing this up?
Well, wait a second. Have you ever sat down with Brad? I mean, in a serious way, and said, "Hey, Brad, I love you. I think we're really compatible. I love the pot of tea you bring me in the morning. But I would really, really like it if we had more sex. I'm not saying it's going to drive us apart or anything because I love you, but do you think to please me, we could be together on Wednesday night too?"
Since you've introduced it, I will have that discussion with Brad.
Why have you never? Why have you
Howard
never?
always has to introduce it.
Why have you never? But why have you? Why do you think you've never done that? Are you afraid to do it?
No, I'm not afraid. I just kind of, it's consideration for him. He's not interested in doing it, during.
But what about like if you just said to him, "Hey, I really, really want more"?
Well, he gets very tense and intensely involved with, he's my manager and he takes care of the books and he takes care of the bookings.
Oh, so he's fucking you one way or the other. What you should do is you should sit down with him and say, "Listen, if you were doing this enough, I shouldn't even be able to sit down." Like the fact that I'm able to sit down without writhing in pain means we're not fucking enough.
What is your point, though? I don't understand.
Well, he's exhaused.
Is he really?
Business is so exhausting.
You know how nervous he is.
There were a lot of years between Star Trek and Heroes. I mean, he couldn't be that exhausted.
There's a lot of cruises.
Oh, no, there's a lot of Star Trek cruises and Star Trek conventions.
Oh, that is tiring.
Last week was Las Vegas. Next weekend's going to be Atlanta,
Yes.
Do you two travel together?
I'm hosting a Beam Me Up buffet.
Yeah.
And he carries the heavier luggage. What'd you say?
I'm hosting on the promenade deck of the Star Trek cruise. I'm hosting the Beam Me Up buffet.
Artie,
vaporized vegetables.
Do you ever put on?
I want to invite you to the next Star Trek cruise.
I would love it.
Do you ever try to seduce him, like by wearing a sexy outfit, or like like on a Wednesday night, put on something like a kimono?
Like a policeman?
I don't. What I do is on
this
Sunday
is Officer Sulu. Bend over.
I do my workout with the free weights. Take a shower,
and
then I lean on the doorway and say, "Hey, big boy,
it's time."
Holy shit!
Some fun?
Yeah, every Sunday. You lean on the doorway and say, "Hey, big boy, you want to have some fun?"
I may have put on a different pose, but
When did it start becoming only Sundays?
I guess about 5 or 6 years ago. I don't know what, it was just.
Do you think he's masturbates?
More relaxed. He's more relaxed on Sunday.
He likes coming on the Sabbath?
Do you think he masturbates?
I don't know.
Of course he does.
I don't think so.
Wait a minute. I thought he got upset with you the last time you mentioned that you do masturbate between
well, since
sessions.
He knows now, I can talk about it.
But he did get upset.
He did get upset. And, as you said, Artie, it really is liberating to come on this show and talk about aspects of your life.
Well, I got to tell you something. I think you need to sit down with Brad and just say, Brad, let's come clean with one another.
Yes, sir.
Here we're about to get married, and we have sex on Sunday. And, okay, I love you for a lot of different reasons, but, my needs are much greater, and I really would like for you to consider having sex with me on Wednesday and Sunday.
Well,
and you know what? Now that we've discussed it on the air, I think he will agree.
Well, Howard, some people are even putting that in their prenuptial agreements.
What,
that they
sex?
want a certain, like you can't renege on the sex after we get married.
Listen,
I still want it.
Brad, I've got an hour to kill before the Klingon hayride I'm hosting. And let's get down.
Right. Well, there you go. Do you ever consider waking up Brad with a blowjob? Like, seriously, like he's sleeping and then like you just put your mouth on his penis and then
wakey.
Yeah. Wakey.
They call that the hooker alarm clock.
Before I got together with Brad, was one guy who used to wake me like that, and it was. that was wonderful, but he was not.
Right.
But
the sex was good.
Suddenly wake up in the in the morning and feeling that.
Wait, you almost passed out. Wait, get closer to the mic. Yes, and you would feel that.
You feel that. It's so wonderful. And then, the blood starts coursing, and what a great way to greet the day.
Well, maybe why not say to Brad, that used to really excite me.
I've discussed that. He says, I don't do that.
All right. Well,
he's got to be kind of romanced before he does. On Sunday mornings, I got to romance him.
Well,
he wants the whole build-up. He's not a quickie kind of guy.
I suggest some talking.
Yeah. Good idea. Yeah. I think I will.
Something's up there.
And he's listening. He's hearing this.
Yeah, you're a married couple, and it's time for you to really get that sex life going. And Lisa.
And then after Wednesday.
Yes.
Then we should have it more spontaneous between Wednesday.
Yeah, right. That's what I would.
I mean, it's so regimented. You're not. You're an artist. You need to.
Exactly.
You need to be spontaneous.
And that's the way I am.
Well, do you think you're going to ruin this relationship, Howard? It may not be marriage that ruins it.
Well,
that's right.
Know
we can blame it on him if it doesn't work out.
You want to know something? In a sense, I think that George has come to accept this as normal behavior, and he's not really pleased.
Well, he accepts it as Brad's behavior.
Yeah, and I think. There's nothing wrong with saying to Brad, I know this is your behavior, but why? And is there something I can do or we can talk about in a serious way, not a joke on the Howard Stern show where we can really, be together and up our sex life. I mean, it's crazy for a guy. George is over in the shower jerking off 2-3 times a week, with the warm water when really he should be with Brad.
I mean, it's two guys. There's no chick there to say no to sex.
Right.
What's happening?
Well, Brad does say no often.
He must be like a chick then.
You mean you've started in with him on a Wednesday and he goes no.
Yeah, well, he says no. I'm tired. I'm tired.
Oh boy.
I've had.
Well,
to
maybe
deal
he's
with
not
this,
attracted to you.
Had to deal with that and this and that. No, I know
he's not
been
there
faithful.
mentally.
Maybe he's thinking about a young guy or something like this.
Is he thinking of a young version of you, like William Hung or something?
Hung. That's the part that you go for, huh?
Or the kid, yeah, right. Or the kid on Heroes. You think he doesn't want a younger George?
Oh no, not Mossy.
If you're away on a
Mossy.
Sunday, let's say you're working on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And you come home Tuesday. Does that mean you have to wait till the following Sunday to have sex?
No. Well, as a matter of fact, that's the way he has turned out. Yes.
Why are you going along with this?
Well, if he's not there with me on some Star Trek convention.
Yeah, I mean, like, why on Sunday?
I do it in the shower.
Yeah, but I mean, why on Sunday? Is it okay?
Because Sunday's a day when he doesn't have to deal with email, telephone calls, and all these other...
that's bullshit.
That's what he tells me.
Yeah, well, he's full of it.
Have you ever been approached at a Star Trek event by a gay fan who wanted to bed you down?
I have.
Really?
I have taken advantage of it. This was before.
Really? Oh, you have taken advantage. Oh, that's great. Good for you.
And some interesting women, too. When I was,
and you were
still maintaining that facade.
Oh, so you had a lot of sex with women?
Not a lot.
Really?
But
wow.
selective.
Right, some hot ones.
Nice.
And Lisa, I don't believe you're not pleasuring yourself, but that's your business.
Now, what did you're just going through a phase, you say?
Yeah, I think so. What's that?
You don't know what that noise is? You know. What's that?
Lisa, admit, how many times have you had me?
And your thoughts?
Yeah.
What do you think of when you do that? When you used to do that?
0.0.
When did this phase start?
I don't know. It's been a while. I think it's all part of not dating, just
turning all that aspect off of you, inside of you?
Maybe I have. I don't know if I have done it intentionally, subconsciously. I don't know.
Robin, have you gone long stretches of time where you
without masturbating?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, why?
Why would I do that?
Do you believe Lisa when she says she's doing that?
I believe her. Why would she lie to us?
Well, shame.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah, shame. Just want anyone to know what she's up to.
Thank God, Robin.
Plus, she puts her fingers in the cupcakes. No one wants to think of that.
Maybe she shouldn't.
Hey, Lisa,
masturbate.
some guy contacted me. His business is he does some sort of test where you can tell the germs on your hands.
Yeah.
You could swab your hand and know. And that's why you shouldn't put your hands in the cupcakes.
Yeah, I know. I saw something on TV that when you double dip, it increases germs by like 1 million, if not even more.
Want me to swab your hands? I can have the guy come in and find out.
My thing was I just touched the cookie. I didn't touch the cupcake.
Doesn't matter. No one wants that.
Electricity.
All right. Anything else in the news there,
Yes,
Lisa, besides you're not masturbating?
Well, you're not the only one getting married. Jason is getting ready for his upcoming wedding. He says that he's already started to take measures so that no one gets embarrassed for his wedding. He has told the DJ, do not give the microphone to Sal or Richard by any means. Don't let them get, how they pass around the mic?
Yeah.
And, you can sing or say something nice to the bride and groom. And also, there was a big debate about Jason's wedding. He has admitted that he's gone into debt for this. Well, his mother wanted shrimp and was relentless. Well, Jason finally put his foot down and said, I am not paying for shrimp. So the big news is his mother will be paying for it, and there will be shrimp.
He should do that with the whole wedding.
It's a little too late now.
He has no money.
To go into debt, that's just the opposite of what a wedding should represent.
Yeah, it's a shame. It really is. How much is your wedding going to cost, George? Have you figured that out yet?
Yeah, it's going to be pretty costly.
How much?
All the bills haven't come in yet.
What would you say, guesstimate?
I'd say over 60.
Over $60,000.
Yeah.
Are you splitting it?
Well, it's coming from the same pot.
Right.
Our mutual pot.
Oh, right, yeah. So you're splitting it. That's nice.
You guys have joint bank accounts?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, he should put out 2 days a week for that. You're the earner there.
Yeah.
Well, he's the one that, makes, smooths the way.
You got a prenup with him or what?
No, we don't.
Whoa. Whoa. Hold it.
We trust each other.
Wait a second.
Oh, my. Oh, I don't think Brad will approve of my being on the show getting advice from you.
I'm just being sensible here. This is not a bad... I don't know why prenups have to be a bad thing. Why can't people talk about their finances?
They should be mandatory, shouldn't they?
You can't talk about your sex life and you can't talk about finances with this guy. It's like you're two strangers. He brings you a pot of tea.
Our sex life.
How much are you going to pay him for a pot of tea? Let's say shit hits the fan.
Well, he does manage my, affairs with great efficiency and precision. And
any good accountant could do that.
Well, that's true. And we do have an accountant in addition.
Right. So you're telling me if for some reason, legally, if this thing ends, and it could.
Anything's possible.
Right.
But I don't.
So you're going to give up half your fortune?
Well, I don't think it's going to end.
Well, what if it does? Paul McCartney said that, too. I had him in here. He said, you know what? I love this woman. I believe in love.
Yeah.
And guess what? She hauled his ass right into court and fucking embarrassed the shit out of him.
Yeah, but Brad's not her. He's a different personality altogether.
She gave him sex more than Sundays, too.
Well, that's true, I guess. Well, maybe, I can... the wedding could be the basis for a bit more regularity.
Well, hold it. Now I'm talking about money. Why can't you sit down with Brad and say, look, I want to know financially where we're going to be at if this thing shit hits the fan. And I'm not comfortable giving you half of my money.
Maybe George is comfortable.
Is that the California
law?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
half. Half of everything you've worked for. Half of every fucking shitty Star Trek fan you had to sit there and fucking blow in order to make money. Every one of those fucking pancake crews. Every time you were trapped on that boat with all those nudniks.
I didn't see Brad at camera blocking every Thursday.
Hey, George, could you sign this for me? Young man, I can't hear you through your William Shatner mask.
So you think I should have that discussion with him?
Oh, yes. What are you comfortable paying? Were you comfortable giving up?
So what, how do you...
Here's how you do it. I'll be you.
Yeah.
Brad, I'd like to sit down and talk about something.
Yes.
Now that we're getting married, this is a legal agreement. I want to work out a prenuptial agreement so that if anything should ever go wrong, not that I think it would, I understand what I'd have to pay you.
So do you negotiate some kind of percentage?
Well, you would sit down with a lawyer and he would sit down with his lawyer, and you would say, here's what I'm comfortable. Do you have a problem with this?
Our lawyer is our mutual friend.
No, you get two separate lawyers.
That's a conflict of interest.
Something.
I see. So we can't get...
What would you feel comfortable with if you and Brad split up?
Right.
He's been your manager for a number of years. He's relied on you for his lifestyle and everything else. So what would you feel comfortable giving him if it didn't work out?
You know, if it really didn't work out, and I don't think that's
well, yeah, we know it's not. It's going to work.
If it really didn't.
But if it didn't.
You know, I love him enough to say I'll give him half.
There you go.
Wow.
Then you don't need a prenup.
I'll give him half.
That's love.
Well, you're not saying that with a lot of confidence. You were like, I'll give him half.
You're testing me.
You're not comfortable with half. Why don't you admit it? Why are you not admitting that?
I could give him
20%?
the Arizona house, and I'll keep the L.A. house.
Okay, fair enough.
And, a reasonable splitting of...
50%?
Hey, well, he's got to maintain the house.
Who's going to get the Hummel collection?
If he was a manager of anyone else, let's say he got 20%, and okay, now he's your life partner, 30%, but 50%? I mean, honestly.
Howard's starting trouble.
No, I'm not. George, come on.
He'll see you as
why?
Would you like to negotiate for me?
Yeah, bring him in here. Bring him in here.
Not on the air.
Oh, yeah. Bring him in here. I'll talk to him.
You're not going to get Howard on the phone off the air.
Right.
Are you getting married on a Sunday?
We're getting married on a Sunday.
Well, you're going to say,
Sunday
look,
afternoon.
So you tell him you got to fuck me twice?
Wait a second. George. So, George, you're going to just go into this blindly and not have a business discussion with him about finances?
Well, we have not had that discussion. I just assumed...
You were not going to have it, were you?
You don't think about
Yes, you did. You're lying now. You're lying to yourself, not to anyone else. You have thought about it.
No, I really have not, quite honestly.
You never sat down and said, oh, my God, if this thing doesn't work, I'm in a contract with this guy that I have to give him 50% of my assets.
You know, it's been working out well.
We know that.
Mutually for the last...
But gay couples break up just as much as heterosexual.
And we've
couples.
seen a number of these marriages already hit the rocks and break apart.
Well, but they're, we know some. And
you've got to protect yourself.
We're different people.
They were all different people, too.
All right, can I say something?
Yes.
I'm going to give you a worst-case scenario.
Yeah.
You get sick. And I don't mean the kind of sick like a cold sick. I mean you're sick. There are hospital bills or things like that.
Yeah.
You're not the George Takei, the vibrant guy.
Right.
Brad loves you. He's with you, this and that. But
I know he will be.
Yeah, but you know what? It turns out he starts fucking around with some other dude. Just behind your back because, he just needed sex and you're not available to him
Yes,
anymore.
like the John Edwards.
Right. And all of a sudden you find this out, you become incensed and say, I don't need this fucking aggravation. You and Brad break up. Now, on top of it, not only is he humiliated
It's hard for me to visualize that scenario.
Okay, but let's say it happens and people are human, it can happen. Now you're writing him a check for 50% of your assets and giving him half of your homes.
And
what are you doing?
And the new guy is fucking's in half of the home with him.
Right.
Oh.
Well, it sounds like George would write that into the prenup anyway, that he's giving him the Arizona house.
Yeah, fine, George. What am I saying something here that's outrageous?
Yes.
No. Hold it. Let me just between me and George.
Because I really hadn't thought of that possibility, and now that you've introduced it, I'm thinking, all right, if the law is half, and he did help me with, building my career, and the other part that, you talk about my getting ill, when my mother got ill, we moved her in with us for the last 4 years of her life, and he took care of her like a few sons did not, and I really am grateful to. Brad was a real saint when he did that because sometimes, I had to go to a Star Trek convention.
A nurse could have done that you could have paid.
Yeah, but the nurse would not have given her that loving care.
All right. So what is that worth to you?
I can't reduce it to dollars and cents.
All right. Well, good luck.
I really feel.
Good luck.
I'll tell you what it's worth.
Now,
30
now
grand.
that you've introduced that subject, I really think maybe we should have that honest.
Why not? That way there's no aggravation.
George.
Chances are it'll never happen.
I don't
Chances
think
are it'll never happen. But if you have that tucked away, at least it gives you security that you're not going to get fleeced.
But George, you're acting as if this is a fairy tale. And
Well, they're fairies.
Oh, stop it.
And they like tails.
You couldn't resist that crap.
I know. But the point is, having the opportunity to get married is fraught with danger. It's not just a ceremony and a lovely party. It is a contract.
You're entering into a contract.
It is a contract.
It is.
You're right.
Gene Roddenberry.
That's true.
There's no difference between Gene and Brad.
Great difficulties.
Listen, you've busted your balls, and I like Brad a lot, you know that. But in all fairness, you're the one doing the glad handing on the fucking Star Trek cruises, and that ain't no picnic.
Nobody's lining up to get Brad's autograph.
I mean, if we were off the air talking, and we started talking about some of those Star Trek fans, these are disturbed people. And the fact of the matter is, that you've paid your dues, pal.
Bless their hearts.
That's right. You've paid your dues.
You've been trapped on a boat with those people.
You know, you've paid your dues.
You don't have to.
I mean, sitting there and sucking up.
I will have that discussion.
Yeah, good.
I think
that's fair.
We just may have that discussion tonight.
Good. And do it.
And
because
they may
if you're
just
holding,
not be getting married tomorrow.
if you're holding it back out of fear, then you.
No, it's not fear. It's not fear. It's just that.
I think it was euphoria.
Wait.
Yeah.
It's just what.
And I trust him. I've trusted him, and the trust has been reciprocated all these years. And the thought of parting never entered my mind. And our relationship has been tested, as I say. Moving my mother into our house, and
George, we don't know.
We
don't know in which ways it's going to be tested in the future. As things can erode rapidly. Listen, every guy who gets into marriage thinks it's going to be perfect. Trust
You're
me.
so funny sitting there with that bee. I'm looking at the bee as he has this.
Yeah, I got Beth's initial tattooed on my finger, right there.
Oh, right there.
You see, right there.
Yeah, and I don't have Brad's bee tattooed on me.
Right. So I'm saying the same thing to you. Listen, we all believe it's going to last forever. But then when the shit hits the fan, you like to know at least everything's been banged out ahead of time.
When you weren't emotional and angry.
Why would you leave a legal contract up to the state? You make that up with Brad, and let's get some lawyers involved, and let's get this thing going.
All right, I'll have that discussion tonight.
Nothing is more romantic than lawyers.
You want to get into this.
And if Brad is,
so we should get different attorneys. Not the one
well,
we
you'd have
right
to.
now.
Any lawyer will tell you cannot have the same attorney.
Yeah.
It would not be legal and binding. You have to have two separate attorneys.
Because our attorney knows both of us.
That's right. That would not be right. You should have two separate attorneys, two divorce attorneys, who sit down.
Divorce attorneys.
Yes.
Oh my God, this is being reduced.
But George, that's the way it works.
You want
Welcome
to be
to heterosexuality.
in the world of marriage. This is it.
Yeah.
See, this is what you fought for. Welcome to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of it. The whole.
Whether you don't mow the lawn for 2 days.
Positive and the
all you're doing,
downsides.
what you fought for here is to have a legal contract with somebody. So if you're going to have a legal contract, you ought to sit down and find out what the fuck's in it. Don't sign contracts. If you went on a TV show, you wouldn't sign a contract without reading it.
That's true.
So why are you going into marriage without reading the contract?
We're fighting for laws that doesn't allow heterosexuals to be married.
Yeah. You'll soon see.
All right.
That's
I
why.
will take your advice.
And by the way, that's why I see you're not having any cold feet or any kind of, because nothing seems to be changing.
It's not real.
But you don't realize you're signing a contract when you put your name on that marriage.
That license.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It is a contract.
Yeah. And if
with
Brad
legal
loves you so much,
ramifications.
he'll be willing to sign a reasonable contract.
Well, that's another way of testing his love.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, the test, you shouldn't test love.
Nothing should be tested.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, it's a strange way
But
of
don't
putting
let
it,
anything be contested.
No, if he loves you, he'll sign something fair.
Knowing that it's not going to happen.
Right. Yeah, in other words, you should say to him, you should have no problem taking 20% because we're going to be together forever, aren't we, darling?
And if he says, make it 30, then I'll know that that may be
Then you might
real
not be
prospect.
together.
Yeah.
That's right.
Then you'll know he's the shithead that we think he is.
Don't forget, my friend, You're the George Washington of gay marriage.
That's right.
You're one of the first pioneers.
Let's make yours a successful one.
Right.
Yes. Oh, we're determined to make ours.
But even if it ends in divorce, let's not make it some tawdry headline splashed across the newspaper.
Right.
That's
right. We are
debacle.
mindful of the responsibility.
Gay marriage not working.
Well.
Right.
Yeah, that would be.
Takei dragged into.
He could have hit you up. He could hit you up for palimony. So I like that you're getting married. You're finally going to bang out a contract with this with Brad, which I like, and I like Brad. And
Takei divorce gets ugly.
I think
Brad, we want to see that.
Who wants to see that?
I think Brad should be treated very fairly in this negotiation. And
I'm willing to be fair,
right.
And I'm sure he's willing to be fair too. But he did play a big part.
We know that.
Then
and guess
give
what?
him that
You
credit.
played a big part too.
Well, that's true. Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, he played a huge part. I'm sure he was at rehearsals for Star Trek 4 all day.
A lot of pressure there. All right.
He doesn't have to shake the hand of an 82-year-old guy in a Klingon outfit.
He put up with a lot from me too.
Well,
when I'd
we
come
know.
home,
Taking care of your
exhausted
mother
and
is shit,
tired.
man. That's a saint. Holy Christ.
He is a saint.
Yeah, I wouldn't
He is
take
a
care of your
saint.
mother. But
I know you wouldn't.
Yeah, she'd be out of luck.
And with you, I'd get a prenup.
Yeah, right. Listen, I love you. Look at me. I'm
Yes,
gonna tell you
I
something.
know.
This is my gift to you.
It's a
More than
mutual-
that stupid gift.
No,
I
that
sent
is
you.
a gift, and that is word to the wise.
You're a terrific guy, and
know,
my
he-
audience loves you, and I love you, and I know everyone in this room loves you.
And he did try
And-
to have this conversation with Paul McCartney.
And you know what? I swear,
did.
yes, I did.
Yes, he
Paul was
did.
on the show,
Yeah.
and he was getting married, and I said to him, "What are you doing now?" He goes, "Oh, I believe in love, and Howard, I don't need a prenup." And I go, "You know what? You're being naive, Paul." And Paul's one of my heroes.
All you need is love. All that bullshit.
Yeah, and I said, "Man, you're a great guy, but come on." And sure enough,
He did not take your advice.
and $60 million later, Madon.
It's like he didn't write Hey Jude.
60
no money.
Right. He might as well not have written Hey Jude.
Yeah.
But how could he have fallen in love with that woman? You know, I've seen her on TV.
Understood.
And, these
Every
interviews.
situation is different.
Such a shrew.
But he, sometimes you don't know.
Peg leg cunt.
She was able to
But Brad isn't that.
cover that up.
We know Brad. We love Brad.
You know.
But listen, I know lots of loving gay and straight couples, and shit hits the fan sometimes. It could happen 5 years from now.
We are human, yeah.
Sometimes people get married, and the week afterwards, they go, "Oh my God, this was a huge mistake." Even though they've been together for years, the marriage changes things sometimes, and I don't know why.
You know,
in what ways does it change?
People just get different. I don't know why.
In what way do they get different?
I don't know. Maybe you just panic. You
Because
go, "Oh my
we've
God,
had
this
our
is-"
fights. He's driven me up the wall. I mean, the wedding planning is driving me up the wall.
Oh, that's right.
And he's
Well-
a detail person.
Oh, my
God. Oh, my God, yes.
Like,
But
Listen to me.
it's been
This is
tested.
Think what marriage is. Aside from all the victory of gays getting the rights and all this and being treated as equals, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful part.
Right.
But think about what it is. It's a contract between two people saying, "Look, if shit hits the fan, I get 50. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I hear
That's
you.
what it
I
is.
hear you.
When you
I hear
boil
you.
it down, why be married? It's to give the other person security. So Brad's saying to you, "Give me my security." Okay, I'll give you so much security, but not everything. See?
Brad, are you listening?
I got to tell you, I think this conversation that Howard's suggesting will end your relationship.
Well, then so be it.
If
Better
that
now.
happens, I want my fucking donation back from that fruity charity.
All right, well, fair enough.
Ronnie,
Yes, sir.
do you find it strange that John doesn't jerk off?
Yeah. But then again, here's a guy who I bought a lap dance for, and he tried to open his wallet and pay me back the money after I gave the girl $20, and he didn't get the lap dance. So it's a good possibility the guy doesn't yank it.
Were you offended by that?
No, not at all. He was upset because I paid the girl $20, and, you stupid asshole.
How often do you yank the pole?
Not that often anymore. I don't have to.
Oh, look at you, fucking ladies man.
No, it's been a while. Actually, it's been a while.
Over a month?
No. Couple of weeks.
Sal, do you find it strange that John Hyde would turn down a lap dance?
Yes, I do. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, the guy's a multimillionaire. He's on the Howard Stern show. You know, he's one of those guys that tries so hard to be out of that. He tries so hard to have a reputation of not masturbating and not messing around with girls. He's the guy you're going to find in a brothel in the South Bronx with 4 girls, you know, the jacuzzi running, probably some duct tape and chloroform, you know, sitting on the pillowcases. John Hine's a creep. You know, there's no doubt. You know, it's just like Spitzer. The harder you fight against it, the more of a fucking degenerate you are in the closet. And that's what you are, John. You're a degenerate creep. You're an idiot and a liar, and you can't pull the wool over my eyes, asshole.
All right, that went in a different direction than I thought.
Mark my words. But I love the guy. But come on, let's call a spade a spade. He's a man who brags about 80 blowjobs, and now he won't wrap his hands around his cock and whack off to the thought of a hot chick. Is that believable? Is it?
I don't buy it.
Of course not. It's bullshit.
Now, Sal, how often do you crank one out?
Once to twice a day.
Twice a day?
Once to twice a day.
Wow.
If I can, it all depends.
Oh, if you could, you'd do it a lot more?
Yeah, I mean, I get home, my wife's not home, so, you know, I toss one off then. You know, I have a 15-minute gap to toss one off, I'll do it there, and then usually in the shower, where nobody can hear me, you know? Because I'm a man. That's what men do. We jerk off. We jerk off. And John's a man, too, but John's a lying man. John definitely jerks off. He's a big, fat liar.
John Hine, you skated through that one. You skated up.
John,
there's nothing to skate.
Why can't Howard wrap his head around this? This is just something you don't do.
Because clearly he's the opposite. And what bugs me about it is that he thinks I'm lying. But I've been a fan of this show forever. I know how things work here. Why would I lie? You know what I mean? So look, he's going to think what he wants to think, and he's entitled to. He's just wrong.
Jerk that rod, damn it.
Now, the same way the same way he finds it strange that you don't. Do you find it strange that he does that much?
No, I think that's more normal. I mean, maybe he's a little bit beyond normal, but I think most guys are like that. Look, if I was that way, I'd totally admit and be whacking off 10 times a day, but it's just not. I'm very satisfied with my sex life, and if there were problems, I'd address them, but I'm okay.
George.
Hello.
How do you think this conversation is going to go tonight with Brad?
Well, I don't know. I have no idea. But I think what Howard's done is laid out, you know, the rationality of it. And it'll make it easier for me to have that discussion with Brad. Because it is a legal contract we're entering into. And, you know, we are entering into it emotionally and with rose-colored glasses on, as a marriage should be approached. However, it is a legal document, a legal association, and that dollars and cents aspect, the possibility of, you know, it not working out should be considered. So he's made a lot of sense, and I think Brad will, I hope, agree to have a rational discussion, knowing that it's not going to happen.
Do you think he might be offended by you asking?
Well, if he's been listening, you know, he's heard all the logical, thoughtful, clinical, you know, legalized approach to it, and that's what a marriage document is. So I know that Brad to be a thoughtful, rational, detail-oriented guy. And I think I could approach the subject without too much.
With John Hine and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, this is JD on Monday's wrap-up show. I talked about the big radio broadcast I did from Artie's book signing out in Los Angeles. And also, you know, older women, you know, loving me or whatever. I don't know, liking me. So, anyways, just watch watch.
Now, JD also had an interesting theory, I thought, about his fame and his fans. Hit clip number 2, Teddy. Here's JD wondering if he's following a certain path.
The one girl that said she wanted to have my baby looked like...
don't say that.
Well, she did.
You didn't like the way she looked?
Well, I mean, she was a little older, and I think I'm like the Clay Aiken of... You know how Clay Aiken has the older...
coming out of the closet?
No. But like,
what are you talking about?
But you know how like his fans are like these older women or whatever, the Claymates. I don't know.
You're saying you think that maybe your fans are older women?
Something like that. I don't know.
Not hot chicks.
J-mates.
Yeah.
That is one of the most insane theories in the history of the show.
How do you make that jump?
Like, because probably, listen, you got his numbers, everything's diminished. So if 2 older women liked him in a year, that means that older women like him.
Well, JD should come down here and explain himself.
Yeah, that's really was an absurd statement.
Benji, how do you think JD did?
Well, I think it is. Listen, you're joking around, but I think a live environment is really tough. Even when Howard does a show in Vegas, it's hard to get control in that kind of environment. And it bothered me. I know we do the exact same thing, but I felt Steve was being like a little condescending to him.
A little?
Yeah. He was being condescending, and that bugged me. But it sounded really interesting. But I don't know how much it was interesting because it was train wreck interesting or just fun to listen to.
See, we pulled the best parts. Like Scott sent over 15 clips, which I sent over to Richard, which he turned into 6 clips. So we didn't listen for I don't know what the whole thing sounded like, but when Tim came to me, I said, Tim, really, you're going to cover the book signing for an hour? I go, it sounds like a long time to watch Artie sign a book. Like, so somebody going to stand there and say, now Artie's, making the L and the A. Like, I didn't know what they had planned, but it looks like they had reports and stuff. And listen, I guess the great thing about this, our station here is we can experiment and stuff. So I'd love to hear from somebody who heard the whole show.
One thing I was just going to quickly say was that the people there had no idea they were on a radio show either. There was no production, there was no opening, there was nothing. So it was just JD and Langford walking around with microphones. It didn't really look like, no one really knew it was live on the air. I mean,
was it difficult to do the broadcast the other night?
Yeah, a little bit. Because, if I'm trying to talk to one person, 50 other people are trying to talk to me or trying to get me to sign an autograph. And they're like, the Book Soup people are moving the line very fast. So, sorry I ran down here.
It's okay.
So, they're just, as they're passing by me, they're like, sign this, take a picture. And that was the whole night. And people whooping at me and stuff.
Well, that you can't, but you should say, hey, I'm on the air. But you should have said that while you say, listen, I can't really do that right now. I'm on the radio. But I'd like to talk to you. But the other thing is, did you feel that Steve Langford was condescending towards you? Did you get that impression? Because that's what Benji said.
I feel that's Steve Langford's sort of on-air character persona, whatever he's trying to do. So it's fine with me. I think it was funny.
We played the clip. You also likened yourself to Clay Aiken. You want to expand on that a little bit?
No, it was a weird. I should not have said anything because I'm sure I started a whole fucking stupid thing of J-mates or whatever the hell it is.
That's doubtful.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that really is.
Oh, I hope it is.
You feel like
this whole Jared Team JD Team Jared shit fucking blew up and. Whatever.
Wait, so what's your concern? You've started a J-mate trend? Like,
no,
I'm asking you seriously.
Yes, I don't know.
Like every time you walk out of the building, there's gonna be like 1,000 ladies screaming and stuff.
Forget it.
Do you have
sounds stupid now?
Do you have a lot of older women hitting on you?
First of all, define.
There was an older woman at the book signing telling me she wanted to have my baby.
Define older. Tell me what older is to JD.
I would say over 35. I mean, they're not old, but
Like 35 to like 45?
35 to like, 50. Or late 40s, I don't know.
And you get hit on a lot by women that age?
Yeah, how frequently does this happen?
I don't know. It's just wherever.
No,
not wherever. How frequently does it happen?
I don't know. Messages on MySpace and stuff like that. I don't know.
What kind of messages?
Just messages. You're very cute and stuff like that.
But not from other 23 or 24-year-olds.
Yeah, but not as much. Not as many.
How do you know? Like they're over 35? You check their profile?
Of course. Kidding me?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying.
So great.
And so now you're worried like you're going to get
no, I don't know.
Overwhelmed with online requests?
No, forget it.
You think you're being pigeonholed that only older women will want to fuck you now?
I don't know. I just shouldn't have. It was a stupid thing to think of. No, it's not. But
it seemed like you had a genuine feeling. Like, in other words, you were being honest. So don't be ashamed of being honest.
The more women that are forthright with their wantingness or whatever seem to be like that. Like, I've yet to see a hot 21-year-old tell me she wants to have my baby.
From what Gary's saying, like, are you scared that it would hurt your chances of getting younger girls?
I don't know. Whatever.
Like, why would it be bad? Is it annoying to you?
No, it doesn't. No, well, if I want a regular relationship or something, yeah.
But you don't think you could meet a 35-year-old woman who could do it for you?
Maybe, but I mean, it's unlikely. I mean,
how old are you again?
28.
That's not even that much older than you.
No, I know.
I was thinking you were like 23.
No, but
so behind these older women might be these hot young women that are trying to get to you, but you're surrounded, so they can't.
Exactly.
I guess.
Is 35 your older woman cut off? Like, is that the age? Would you?
Oh no. There's no.
What do you mean no?
Hot, like 50-year-olds out there.
So what do you care? Why do you care how old they are if they're into you?
It's more. I'm more thinking of a relationship type thing for that sort of thing.
And they might confuse you, trick you.
I don't know. You guys, I'm just very confused right now with this whole conversation.
I'm being condescending.
But are better-looking girls running your way now because you're sort of known?
Yeah, you're on the radio now? Why aren't super hot chicks getting a hold of you? Was it Facebook?
There's some.
Then why aren't you doing anything about it?
Well, I mean, a lot of them don't live in New York, or they already have boyfriends.
Well, you're getting laid so often that you can't travel. In other words, if there's a girl in Philly, a girl in Boston.
Well, I mean, I guess I would have to feel like traveling somewhere. I'm a very lazy person, Karen. I don't feel like doing anything
There's
during the
no
week.
heterosexual man that's too lazy to get laid.
Well, I guess that's me. So
that's impossible.
Sorry.
But you can't.
Sorry,
you can't complain about it if you have options.
No, I'm not. I don't say anything. I'm not. I wasn't complaining. What was I complaining about?
Let's go to Cape Cod and talk to Jay. Jay, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Jay.
I just got to comment on this whole, watching JD and he's a train wreck. It's become a painful train wreck. It's no longer a comical train wreck. In addition, when he gets on the wrap-up show and you guys are, prodding him for questions, and every other word out of his mouth is, I don't know, or whatever, it's not funny anymore. He becomes annoying, and you just want to change the channel.
All right, Jay, not a big fan of
Jay,
yours.
you're entitled to your opinion, but again, I think you're in the minority. The email and the call show us that JD has a high Q rating and is loved on the show.
High Q rating?
People just like you.
I want to see that.
Anything you'd like to say to Jay in your defense?
I completely agree with him.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, it was all about Artie's revelation, which is in his book, that he tried to commit suicide. And on the show today, he got into pretty specific detail about what happened. So naturally, on the wrap-up show, we theorized about what went on and how he was feeling. And, well, we love talking about near death here. So enjoy it.
We should lead off with Artie and him talking about that suicide note in the chapter in his book. And I think Lisa G came in with a news story, and then Artie sort of told the story about what happened and the way things ended up for him.
Yeah, I just read that. When I got the book, one of the guys here said, dude, you got to read chapter 9. And I said, what is it? He goes, I don't even want to tell you. He goes, but that's the secret he told Will for the contest when we first got back. And so I read that right away. It's a very interesting chapter. It's got, it's a lot of, it's sad and it's funny and all the things, but I wasn't completely surprised by it. Do you know what I mean? I mean,
you expected Artie to have committed?
No, I didn't expect him to do it, but I wasn't surprised by it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, he was just into so much deep shit back then. Carrying so much baggage and everything. I'm not shocked that he tried that, but it is interesting to hear him tell it in a blow-by-blow account.
Yeah, when he was explaining it today, he talked about when he was messed up, but then he sat down and he's like, okay, I'm going to take this journey and see what death might be like and this and that. I mean, you've got to be pretty screwed up to reach that point.
Yeah, it's got to be in a dark place. The thing about Artie is, and I think that this is why I love him, this is why the audience loves him, like Artie he told that story on the air this morning, that had to be what? 20, 25 minutes?
More than that.
More than that. That motherfucker could tell a story like nobody else.
Yeah.
The guy can tell a story because he could. It's unbelievably sad, but yet there's laughs in it along the way. At the end, it's poignant, when he talks about all the Quincy Jones stuff, and he's just one of the most amazing storytellers I've ever seen.
We make the comment all the time how, one day in Artie's life covers pretty much every event in mind.
Well, yeah, like the least crazy thing Artie's ever done is for almost everybody else the worst thing. Like if Artie stole a car once or something, that would be the story of my life. And that was like what Artie did on his way to buy heroin and commit suicide and fuck whores.
And robbing a bank. And I mean, it's crazy,
right.
The stuff that he's done. How different was it, though? I read the book as well. How different is it hearing Artie tell that story versus reading it in the book?
Well, it's very interesting because you could just hear in his voice, what it means and everything. Visually, it would have looked better if he would have taken those rock star glasses off. He had those sunglasses on the whole time. But you can hear in his voice how real it is to him.
And, of course, Howard and Robin are laughing throughout the entire tale.
Well, the best part about it is almost everybody I know who's read the book said, oh, my God, Artie, I can't believe that, you had the suicide attempt. And, people would have even argued that, or people like Howard and Robin would have argued that, but there was a note. So you couldn't dispute that. But then they said, well, how long did you have it in your system before you got to the hospital? And Artie said, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours. Oh, you were hardly even close to death. Like those two can diminish anything.
And Artie's telling this heartfelt story, and then Howard has one question that he really wants to ask, and that's about the note. Teddy, hit clip number 1.
When you write a suicide note, do you do a rewrite? In other words, do you ever sit there and go,
That's
this
not
one's
any
no good?
I threw out 3 versions.
You did?
I did.
Did you put that in your book?
I thought one of them sounded too sappy.
You didn't want to be judged.
Well,
Isn't it weird? Like you're killing yourself and yet you know.